All right. Let us begin, shall we?
I watched your recording last week, Les,
Did,
and
did
you
you?
you never moved to this lower map, so I had to kind of extrapolate what was going on because the map that you recorded from was the top part.
Oh, it stayed
So
the same?
yeah, you never moved it down from the other one. So,
Oh
but
no. Sorry about
but
that. I
not much
thought I
going
had.
on, just a hallway.
He was going for theater of the mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was. That reminds me to Gen Con badges went on sale today. So I hope everybody got their Gen Con badge for the big convention. So
We don't
but
need no stinking badges.
Have they reduced the crowd that'll be there by about 90%? Because Gordon and I might be interested then.
no, if anything, they were gonna probably have it bigger. Because so they broke a record last year. I think it was 78,000 people over the course of the weekend. So it was jammed last year. I mean, just absolutely crammed full of people. And thousands of games. But yeah, no, I think it's rare that people sort of step aside and say, you know what, we really should take less money for this sort of thing. So I don't think that they're going to reduce it anytime soon. Although I think they're closing in on the maximum density of the building itself.
The same place we went with you? The same
yeah.
building?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
same
they
in the stadium and whatnot.
It felt like they had exceeded capacity then. That was crazy. Cray.
It was insanity filled last year. I mean, I remember on Thursday they were opening up I was passing through. I was just passing through, but they opened up the vendor hall at like either like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock on Thursday afternoon. It wasn't like right at the first day, right at the first one, everything opened. And you couldn't get through there. The whole the hallway was just jammed full of people that you could hardly get through.
That's how it was when Gordon and I tried to get through it. And then the people rotating with backpacks, like 40-pound backpacks on their back, constantly getting whapped by backpacks. A shit show.
All right. I think everybody is on this screen, correct?
Did you put me and Jennifer on there because we were not here last time?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, let me get
should
you
be on the
guys.
bottom, yeah.
Oh, I can move anybody I want to. No, I can move.
Yeah, Ono we can move Ono. That's
Oh,
kind
I didn't realize I could move Ono.
need to look at Ono.
No, leave Ono there.
Right
He's
in the
still
middle
worried
of the wall of fire.
Well, I'll have to move one way, but
Okay, so I'm assuming that you guys want to be on the stairs coming down by Wraith. Is that accurate?
Sure.
All right, hold on just a second. I got to see my my kid's hair. He shaved his head. Ah, look at you.
I think we
Nice
all want
work.
to see his head.
yeah.
The guys want to see it. All right, here we go. You ready?
We all want to see. Sweet.
Wow.
Nice hairline. Looking good.
Here we go.
Very nice.
So Gordon and Jennifer, Mike Phillips, Chuck, and me.
Yep.
He says, "What's up?"
What's up?
He cut his hair because he's got the big conference swim meet is next weekend. So we're going.
Tommy's got a nice hairline going on there.
Very cool. Yeah. Poor kid.
Very
gonna end up like this.
hydrodynamic.
He's going to end up like this is what the problem is. So
It's a maternal thing.
I feel for him. He's probably wrecked.
I think that's a maternal thing, Les. He might just skip that with it.
His Marla's dad was a bald motherfucker too. So I don't know that. I mean, he's kind of coming from both sides. All right, so I'm going to put you guys on the stairs behind Wraith. And then, so there you are. Is Titus in this mess? I don't see him either. So I had a very brief conversation with Andrew over text, and he said that he would try to join us. I think Titus is still outside, invisible, is what I've got here.
I thought he was following Wraith then.
Was he?
Yeah, I thought because it was me and Ono that went down the crazy way, and I think he followed Wraith down the other way.
Yeah, you guys went through the fire.
They didn't expect it.
Yep,
Bring
that's true.
into this.
I'm sorry.
Lorelei, bring Lorelei
Oh,
in.
yeah. Let me find her.
Hmm.
Where's the little gal? Where is she? Oh, there she is. All right. Well, we'll bring him in. Let me get rid of Ono here in a second, and we'll bring Titus and Ono in if and when they get here.
Is there
Here.
buffs or anything we need to know about, you think? Or
I don't think so. Let me check my notes. I do not have any specific buffs going on. I don't have anything written. So unless you
okay.
have something on your charts, I don't know that we do.
I have my protection from evil item going.
Okay.
Because I was guessing that at
So that
least some of
just
these
helps
guys
you
would
though.
be
It's kind of
evil.
selfish, but
Yeah, it is kind of selfish, but
yeah, it's all right.
What
All right.
what level are we now?
well,
8. I think.
8? Okay.
yeah, it's 8. I was gonna try for 12, but no one jumped on the bandwagon. So
Hold on. I pooched that just a second.
Oh, shoot. I clicked on yours, Vondrum, instead of mine. Unless I can't see on the stairs, can you give us a
Yeah,
torch or something?
I'm doing it.
Did you do something bad there, Gordon?
No, I clicked on your initiative. I did really good, actually. I rolled you like a 16 or something. You have a 23, so if you want to keep it. Or you can roll
I'll keep
yourself.
it. Sounds good to me. I'm fine with that.
What?
I really don't know what's
yeah.
going on.
Okay, hold on. All right, let me get a torch. Ah.
Chaos.
Yeah, we're in the tower that was taken over by Sargavans.
Mm-hmm.
And we're basically slowly infiltrating the tower itself now and taking control of it.
Aren't we about done through it though? Didn't we get just about through it all?
I think this is it right here.
We were on the roof. I mean, we missed last time, Jennifer, so we didn't really partake
Yeah.
in the full
Yeah,
battle of it.
we finished the roof off, captured someone, got rid of the wyvern, and then yeah, kept them from like coming up to the roof after us by just dumping fire down the both stairways
That was smart.
and then yeah, Ono and I ran down one side that had a lot of flames there, and Wraith and Titus went the other way.
Okay.
Hmm.
And in this long hallway, you can see to the west of it. Well, now you can see considerably more. There are just like 3 big rooms, 3 or 4 big rooms. So this isn't a big tower. There's not much to this. So I think, yeah, after all these guys are gone, after this battle, it should be mostly done.
And there's is it a witch or a magic user or something in there was hassling you
There's
guys?
at least one, if not two. There's a guy right here. Yeah, we knew listening from up top, there was a guy that was giving orders, and then there was a girl that seemed to be giving him orders, or vice versa.
Yeah. And I think
So-
those 2 are the ones that are side by side
Yeah.
right here.
Right, yeah. So yes, so there was a small here. I'll show you. So there was this woman, small woman, maybe a halfling, but she was some sort of spellcaster, you think, because she was the one that would look like she was doing something, and she wasn't necessarily giving the other guy orders, but she was giving the guardsmen orders,
Yeah.
those people. And then you had this guy who came out later, which seemed to be, well, one of the things that you guys would notice about him is he's wearing a mask, which most of the Sargavan Inquisitors that you guys, if not all of the Sargavan Inquisitors that you guys have met, wear some sort of mask. So it's possible that this guy is a Sargavan Inquisitor from that crew. Wouldn't, but the other one, you don't know what that hobbit is.
Yeah.
Who cast the wall of fire?
You think the woman did?
Yeah, and I think
All right.
last time we guessed she's some one of the crazy demon worshipping hobbits that are out of the woods from the fire forest.
It's possible. If so, she's a long way from home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looks like one of those.
Yep.
The big ball of fire, I think, is Titus, Jennifer. He was throwing fireballs down into the stairwell or something
Well,
last time.
they had oil or something, and then yeah, we kind of set it on fire. And
Yeah.
oh no, they dumped the oil because we had webs there keeping them down, and they were trying to burn the webs off.
Oh, that's right.
So we just kind of amplified their burning and burned them, and
Gave them the bonus plan, so to speak.
yeah.
All right, cool. There are also a couple of doors in this hallway. One up here, you can see, and then another one down here. Which, if your guess is that the one down here leads into, whoops, that one's, is that closed? Let me see. Yeah, no, that's open. So you think it leads into that front room, which is usually where a lot of the meetings take place and that kind of stuff, but also defensible from a that's where the general defenses would take place, because you can see that there are a bunch of arrow slits in this wall where people would be able to look into that area and shoot arrows, basically. And then there's another door up here that you're not sure where that goes to, probably in the back rooms or whatever is going on back there. All right. All right. We're already in combat. It's round 2. We've already had one round of combat. Does anybody need anything before we get started?
Tamar says hi.
Hey, there he is. Hi, Tamar. How you doing?
So, and I'm finding myself on roll 20. I'll be there in a second.
Okay, we'll put you back in the thing. You are in the fire.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Let's
In the fire.
shuffle the turn order. We're at the bottom instead of where we should be with the numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll take care of that. Hold on a second.
And I was just informed by my son, it's now 34-0.
It's crazy.
Really?
This is a crazy game. Crazy bad.
So I
feel
guess
so
Kansas
bad
City
for the
thought
Kansas people.
24-0 wasn't embarrassing enough.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Nice.
They are
This was.
just beautiful to watch, really.
What's up, Eric?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just remembering what happened last time. I had
You
jumped.
and I ran through the fire, remember? We were crazy.
Right.
Only to find yourself in another fire.
You are. I stepped out. They cast fire on you. That's just kind of rude.
It was rude.
Okay. I'm actually still trying to find my character. Hold on a minute.
He's right there.
I'm at my
Oh,
my sheet.
on your side.
There we go. Gotcha. All
Yeah,
right.
no worries. Take your time.
Thank you.
Although you are first in the initiative round.
Okay. So is it round 2 versus a fire? Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
we're going into round 2.
okay. Wait. Who set me on fire?
The red chick right next to you.
Well, we don't know if it was the red chick or the guy in the cool hat.
But if you step towards my way on the fire, then you can punch both of them, which I would wholeheartedly agree with.
Okay. Well. Okay. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna very firmly shake hands with all of them. But I'm gonna So can I how many handshakes do I get this round? Less?
You have to start with at least a 5-foot step out of the fire.
Yes, sir. Okay. Then I'm gonna step that I'm gonna grab my alt key and move. Can I move right to here?
Like, up and to the right is about the only space you got.
Yeah, probably right in there. That's as close as you get, I think. I know, right?
That's what I was saying.
Okay. So then great. With a 5-foot step, do I still get
Full attack.
Full attack. Great. Cool. So I think I
And
get
all non-lethal on this little red
sorry,
chick. I want to capture her and the guy next to her.
Sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
I want to capture her and the masked guy next to her, if possible.
Okay, great. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. Tamar, hush now. How many key points do I have left?
That's a good question.
Because I'm not sure.
You used a few up on the roof, but I don't remember how many.
I want to do a stunning fist on the.
That is not a key point. You got so many of those per day you can do.
Okay, right. Tamar, hush now. And that's right. How many? Then I haven't really kept track. Anyway, if I could have a stunning fist, I will do that stunning fist on the person in red.
I imagine you can.
And
On
thank
your
you, sir.
first attack.
And I will do that now upon the person in red. Here we
All right.
go.
All right. All right. She did not expect that. So that first attack with a 19, that is a hit, but your
Yes, sir.
second attack is a natural 1. So the first attack is the one upon which stunning fist is connected, right?
Right, yes,
Yep.
sir. Come on, have a
So
seat.
All right. So
you have
she
to make a
takes
save.
Yeah.
damage. Did you do um
Damage of 10.
damage of 10? All right. So is that non-lethal?
I did not say that, so I
So it's
really whacked her.
lethal. Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, I shook her hand extra hard.
Yeah, you did. And rang her bell too while you're at it. So yeah, so
Yeah,
that
for
does hit her.
you, there's no penalty to going non-lethal, so you should just declare that you do that by default.
Um.
And that actually fits your personality, the way you've been playing him.
Okay. Wait. Here, come here. You sit on me now. I would kind of like to declare by default, especially when I'm shaking hands with a lady. I want to do non-lethal.
From now on.
Even if the lady is a sorceress.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
It's gonna
first
get
things.
me.
So it did dig. So what's do you have a saving throw there for the stunning fist? It's if not, we
Oh,
can calculate it. What's
Half
do
your
you know your
level
wisdom
plus-
modifier?
yes, sir. My wisdom modifier is gonna I'm sorry. I'm doing about 8 things at once here. I'm sorry. My whiz modifier is gonna be 5, sir.
5. All right. Seriously?
So
Wow.
half-
Okay.
So it's half your
Uh,
level
so that's a 19. That's a 19 DC on the stunning fist,
on
which
the,
is
on the fortitude save.
crazy. And it's a fort save, so that's going to be tough for her to make, I think. All right, 1 second. Let me get my dices out. Oh, she did not make it. All right, so she is stunned for 1 round, correct?
So if she's got anything in her hands, like wands or whatever, she drops them.
She did not have anything in her hands.
Yep.
So she is stunned.
Good.
However, you
And
rolled a natural 1 on your second attack, which means that's a potential fumble. So I need you to roll
Do the
your
full
attack.
attack again.
Yeah, and we'll just look at the second one.
Okay, full attack. I will do that now. Here we go.
27. Okay, so
Should I roll
it is.
that? Jeez.
It was not a confirmed fumble, but it does stop your attack. So one thing I want you to recognize too is as you have stepped out of the wall of fire, there's no heat on this side of the fire, so you do not take any collateral damage. You can see the fire blocking off the wall, but you don't feel any of the heat now that you've stepped out of it. All right.
Got it. Thank you.
Hold on 1 sec.
I think that's my turn.
I think it is too.
Yep.
Wraith,
I'm gonna
why
put
are
us
you not
on mute?
there?
And tomorrow we're gonna go get ready for bed.
Okay.
It's my
Gotcha. Good night, Tamar. Good night,
Thanks,
sweetie.
Tamara.
Bye-bye. Go straight to bed now. Bye-bye. All right. That was Ono. So Vondram, you're up next. So you are sort of in the stairway, and there's guys at the bottom of the stairway. You can see that Wraith is fighting at least 2 dudes.
So these are bad guys down here, both of
They
these
are
guys.
bad guys. Yep.
Yep.
If I was to use a array with a 15-foot cone, could I
Ooh.
aim it like at the top of their heads and behind them and not hurt Wraith?
Can anybody make a pit?
Huh?
You might be. What do you got? A 15-foot cone, you say?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. Let's get one and take a look.
Thinking I can just stick my hand through that
Yeah,
corner,
just on the corner and then shoot.
like down and
All right, here's a 15 foot. Oh, well, you can't see it. So here's a 15-foot cone. I'm just going to pop it in there, and we're going to turn it around.
You can make a pit too, right, Jennifer? I can't do that, but I think you've done that in the past on this game.
yeah, I've done pits before.
You put a pit right in front of Wraith and he can start shooting.
So look at it there. That looks okay. I think that's legit.
I'm gonna do it because I've got a charge. I can charge by raise. I never do it, and I can do it. So it is I'm gonna do a burning ray.
Okay. Burning hands, you mean?
Yeah, burning hands. And it's got a +4 to hit. Does that mean it changes the DC for the reflex, or how does that work? You can do it either with a
Any
weapon
creature,
or
so it's reflex for half.
There's no 2 hit, so if it adds,
Yeah,
maybe
it
it
just
maybe adds to the
happens.
DC.
yeah, but does it change the DC? Because normally if you were using a weapon, it'd be a +4 to hit. I'm
I
just
don't think it
curious.
changes the DC. So in this case, it's just your regular spell DC for a first level spell. +4 is probably your wisdom or intelligence modifier, your spellcasting modifier, whatever ability score that is what my guess is.
Maybe it's +4 damage.
No, so you can either do this on a weapon and you get a
Uh-huh.
+4 to hit, or you can also do it on a spell.
That's probably what
I
the
was
+4 is. The spell itself is not, you don't need the +4. It
So
just
this
does
one
do, it just
you wouldn't
shoots
use
out,
it, because
and I
yeah,
have to do reflex saves.
there's no
I
attack
just thought
roll.
maybe the +4 instead of being a to hit when you're doing it as a spell might be an advantage to your DC.
I think it's just gotta be used on a spell that actually requires a 2-hit roll.
It doesn't have to
This
be.
one doesn't.
Yeah, a +4 to DC would be really powerful. That's probably
Yeah.
not.
I don't have another raise.
All
I do have
right.
scorching ray. Scorching ray is still.
So you have a base save bonus and an ability modifier. So base save bonus is probably, is it half your
No, save is usually 10 plus the spell level plus your casting mod. So
10
it's 11.
ability score modifier and spell level. So in this
It's
case,
11 plus her caster
Intelligence is
modifier.
5, so it's 16.
16. Okay. Reflex at 16. All right, here we go. So the veteran, you guys can't see those. Never mind. Did not make it. And the other guy did make it. 16, right? We said?
Wait, isn't scorching ray a second level?
It's first level. Burning
Scorching
hands
ray
is
second
a
level.
first level.
Burning hands.
This is burning hands, that's first level.
Okay. Okay, the second guy did make it. Okay, so
But it's reflex for half, so he
So
still
it's
takes
5d4,
damage.
and
He still
then
takes damage, yeah.
okay, so 2d6 plus 4d6.
No. 5d4.
if it's the actual spell burning hands, it's 5d4.
Oh, I'm looking at that stupid scorching ray again. I pulled the wrong one up and said the other one. Sorry.
Scorching ray does require an attack.
Sorry.
Is that the one you wanted to do? I thought you wanted to do burning hands because Ray is a Ray. But
It's fine.
Okay.
That's what I had said originally, but then I pulled scorching ray up, so okay, that's fine. So
Cool.
5d4, but then the
the
bonus
guy
that
directly in front gets the brunt of it. This guy gets off a little easier because he wasn't standing right next to you.
okay, and then it's plus 4d6 energy. That's part of my charged weapon thing.
They're
That's
not
what
using
this
the
is all
weapon.
about.
Yeah, you're not using the weapon. That
No,
charge
you can
ability,
charge a ray. It's part of the. That's what I keep trying to say. Let me read it to you guys. Charged weapon 8 times a day. Can charge weapon. Blah blah blah. Can also be used with ray spells, but supposed to be used in the same round the spell is cast.
This isn't a Ray.
this is not a ray spell, so
It's a cone.
So if I had used the scorch ray,
then yes, that would have applied.
That would have applied, but you would only have one target.
got it.
Cool.
Okay, so 5d4. Hang on. Not what I intended, but let's see how.
12. Ooh, damn, that no, that's not so bad, I guess. All right,
Yeah.
so 12 points of damage. So he takes 12. And then this guy takes 6. All right, there you go.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, I don't know that you've got any place unless you want to go back upstairs.
No, I'm
I don't
good.
know that you can move through there because they're really sort of blocking it up in there. Unless Wraith can do like a bull rush or something, get those guys out of the way. So I don't think you can move at this point. Cool.
Yeah, fine. Yep, good.
Arendar.
Okay. Still fighting defensively. Gonna take a 5-foot step up. And then full attack. I'm gonna start with this guy. And if I hit and drop him, then the second attack will go towards this guy.
All right, so you're fighting this guy first?
Yep.
Okay, go for it. 22 is a hit. 10 points of damage will not kill him.
But the 17 for the second swing, though.
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah, the 17 will kill him. Will end up killing him because after that he only has 6 points left. So yeah, but you don't have any more attacks,
Nope.
do you?
Nope. I'm done.
All right, so you couple of chopperoos, and he goes down. This guy does not seem happy about any of that. Movement.
I did the 5-foot step.
Gotcha. Wraith.
I'm going to. Which is it? Acrobatics, escape artist. Which skill is it that you can move through an occupied square?
Acrobatics.
Okay, so
So
I'm gonna use acrobatics to try and go. Let's see.
all right, so moving through threatened square, your acrobatics, you have to, it's equal to, if you're moving through an enemy's space, which in this case you have to do, is the DC for the acrobatic check is 5 plus the opponent's CMD. So
Okay.
let's take a look at what that is. The CMD for these guys is 18. So 20 DC 23. That's going to be tough.
All right, let me see here. And it's acrobatics, right?
Yeah, what's your acrobatics score?
16 plus 16.
Plus 16?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Acrobatics says it's 3 trains, 7 abilities, 6 ranks for a 16 total. So I'm
Woof.
gonna.
All right, so DC 23, you need a 7 or better to get past him.
What just happened?
Natural 20. Yeah, put yourself on any of those squares that you see
Any
fit.
square you want.
So I want to go to here.
Okay.
No, I need the Alt key. There.
All right.
And then I'm going to fire with the bow. And
Okay. Who at?
Get a single
this,
shot.
there were 3 guys down here. Is that right? And one of them's dead, and then there are
Yeah,
2
there's
others.
one of them's dead next to the wall. Then the 2 guys are sort of going, where did he go? How did he get behind us?
I can't see the health bar on the guy to the right, which
Uh,
doesn't matter to me at this point because I'm shooting to the guy on the left who escaped half damage
there you go.
on last turn. Oh, okay, now I can see him. So I'm gonna shoot at the guy on the other side.
All right, this guy here.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. 24 to hit will hit.
It's 25 because it's within 30 feet of me. So it's
Gotcha. Okay.
12 points of damage and no sneak attack. So 12 points of damage to that guy.
All right, sounds good. He yells, ow! And tries to reach around to pull an arrow out of his back. All right. Okay.
And that's my turn. I'm done.
That's it. All right. So she is stunned until the next time. So in this case, so we get skipped. She's stunned at the she is unstunned at the beginning of Ono's turn next round. So so who's this guy? Oh, it's this guy. All right. So he turns around. He has a sword. So he is going to yeah, he's going to step over the broken body of his comrade. Difficult terrain, which makes this not a 5-foot step, so he can't do a full attack, but he can do a single attack with his sword. And he is going to 15 is not going to hit you, I have a feeling.
No, that's a miss.
All right. Now the next one is this guy is already here, so he is I think he's close enough to just strike you. Hold on a second. Yeah, he's within 5 feet, so he's just going to try and clout you with the thing. So he's got a sword out as well. 24 hit you?
Yes.
All right. So that is what do we got here? Okay, so he's got a short sword, Sargavan short sword. So he does 9 points of damage as he slides that in between the the seam of your leather armor and draws a little blood out of you. And then, all right, so then this guy. So this guy is going to do a couple of things. He's going to, wait, I just want to check one thing here. Okay, he is going to do this. So he steps forward. So do stunned people fall to the ground?
No,
Or
there's
do they,
kind of like,
they stay standing, don't
they
they?
stay standing bare. They look kind of probably wobbly, but yeah, it's obvious they're stunned, but they're still standing.
Okay, so he's going to step over here, grab her, reach down and grab her collar, and then he is going to disappear. And they both disappear. So that's him. Poe, you're up.
As a free action, I'm going to yell, "The majors are gone. See if they're escaping."
Okay, I will send Lorelei off to do that. So
All right, so Lorelei's going back upstairs.
yes.
Okay, so she's flying up the stairs and out into the air to go see if they're coming out the front door or anything like that, like those other guys tried to do.
She flies at 60, so however far that can get her, unless she's going to go up.
Oh
and
yeah,
try
it's
to-
not far at all. She'll just go flying right up and I mean she'll end up probably 40 feet in the air.
Yeah, she's anybody?
I'm just going to take her off the thing and I'll tell you. Give me a perception check for her when you get a second.
No, where'd she go? It's plus 11, so 16, 27.
27. All right. So she flies up in the air, up over the top. Everything is still basically as you guys left it, including the dead guys and that one guy who I believe you clouded into unconsciousness and then tied up.
Yeah,
The
he's tied
Sargavan
up
guys.
on the
Or the Chilaxian guy.
northeast. Yeah, the northeast corner of the tower.
So he's still tied up, although he seems to be coming around from a consciousness standpoint, but he seems pretty tight. He's still tied up. He's not moving around or anything. She goes up in the air and starts looking around in the region around this thing. She does not see those two anywhere outside.
Okay, well, she will take up post and start circling that tower to see if she can find them.
All right, sounds good. She does see with that roll, she does see that off in the distance that wyvern is kind of rocking around in various places. Although I think
Well,
did
I thought
Titus
he
tell
took off,
that
didn't he?
wyvern
Yeah,
to
we
go
talked
find
to
his
him and he
buddies,
was.
go home?
We convinced him to go back to base camp.
Gotcha. All right. So he is not to be seen then. All right. Poe, what are you doing? It does look
Okay.
like things have opened up a little bit at the bottom of the stairs, though, because you saw Wraith sort of like jump in there, do a somersault, tickle a guy's fancy, and then end up behind him somehow.
Well, if I move to here. Shoot, I can't. So what I wanted to do was a dimensional hop, but I can't have seen where I wanted to go. I think where I was, so I can't really do that. But I guess I can still move and just I'll let him take a shot. So that was
Okay.
10, 20, 30, and is it getting hot here?
Where you're standing right now?
Oh, sorry, right here.
Oh, yeah, it's warm, but not damagingly so.
Is this guy in the heat and not bothered by it?
He is definitely bothered by it. He's a little bit blistered and burned on the back of his shoulders and head. Also, I don't know that you could get through there. We've got this guy blocking the way, and the other guy. You got two guys blocking the way.
Oh, is there somebody live here? I thought this was a dead guy.
Well, he's standing
Oh.
above. He's standing over a dead guy. There's a dead guy there, but he's standing sort of astride it. But he's still alive.
Okay, so wait a minute then. Ah, dang it, I keep going through that doorway. So 10, 15, So if I go to here.
Yep.
I would have to zigzag around through those guys to get farther than that. Let me see here. It's I was gonna
Yeah,
try
and
to do,
they'd probably get a tax of opportunity as you kind of crawled through there.
yeah, I was gonna try to do a burst, but maybe I'm just looking at Poe or at oh no, and he's down more than I'd like to see.
Now you're
So
in my way.
We'll be
You
okay
can't-
for a round.
Yeah. Also, you can't see Ono. See
Like,
that
so
wall
there's
of
a big
fire
wall
in the
fire,
middle?
yeah.
That wall of fire takes up the entire
Hmm.
corridor. You can't see through it.
Yeah,
Well,
so
he
you
was
don't
hurt
even-
upstairs.
So you coming down, you don't even know that me and Ono are over there.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go to here then and attack the guy in front of me.
Okay. The guy standing over the body or the bald headed guy?
The guy closest to me.
Okay.
27 to hit, 11 points of damage.
27 with the oh, you're using the spear?
Giant sticker, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely hits. 11 points. He felt that one. He was looking around where the arrow came from when suddenly he gets a spear now he didn't
A bigger
see
arrow
coming. The
smacked him.
bigger arrow. So yeah, he's getting whipsawed. This guy's starting to look a little queasy about the whole situation.
Now, Chuck, when you came down the stairs, you came down before the wall started, right? So you
Yeah, so
you
I
know
know
we're
you're
on the other side.
I know
Okay.
you're over there.
Okay.
So you can't see through a wall of fire. Huh? I didn't know that.
Mm-mm.
Anybody have dispel magic? I don't.
No, that's I think that's a higher level spell than we can do.
I'm stressed out.
8th level. Do you get 3rd level? It's 3rd level
Yeah,
spell,
it's
right?
a third level spell.
You should have that. You should get 3rd level spells at 7.
At 5th level or 6th level, depending on what kind of caster you are.
Yeah.
If you're a wizard type, you get it at 5th level. If you're a sorcerer type, you get it at 6th level.
All right. Is Eric back?
Yes,
He is back.
He appears to be.
Eric.
Does he still have a child?
He does.
Yep.
Yep.
And he's successfully wrangling him.
All right. Well, it's Ono's turn. Ono, what are you up to?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Good, thank you. So I'm looking at my screen here. Where did the lady in red go?
The guy behind her that I wanted to kidnap, he grabbed her and they both disappeared. So they teleported or dimension doored somewhere.
Oh dear, dimension door. Well, you know what? Dadgummit. All right, fine. Rats. Darn. Then if there's a wall of fire to the south of me, I don't want to jump through that. So this chap here, he is closest to me. What is his disposition? Does he look grumpy?
Yeah, he seems unpleasant. He's wearing Sargavan, colors and
Okay,
Sargavan.
he swung at me last round.
He did swing at him last round, so there was some swinging.
You know, I think at this point, right now, it's shake hands and ask questions later. I'm gonna non-lethally, very kindly, with great consideration and thoughtfulness. I'm gonna step to right about here, and I'm gonna give this chap here a very firm flurry of handshakes.
All
Now,
right.
you just get one handshake because you had to move 10 feet.
One. So
Yeah.
I'll just count the first one.
Yeah.
Great. Here we go. The first one, and I do not declare stunning fist.
Right.
Okay.
I'll just go one. The first one. 22.
All right. So 22 hits, 21 hits, but 13 and
No, no,
12
no.
both
Just
miss.
the first one.
Just the first one.
Okay. So 22 does hit. So 11 points of damage as you punch this guy right in the chin.
Boom. All right. Great. Good. I think
And
that
that
is
was
my turn.
that was lethal, not non-lethal, correct?
Actually, I think less. I think by default,
Everything
unless I say so, I want to say that all of my
Everything is non-lethal.
shaking hands are going to be non-lethal in
Okay.
character.
Gotcha. Okay,
If
hold
that's
on
okay.
a sec.
Thank you so much.
Nope, I just have to make sure that I keep track of that so that I don't accidentally kill some dudes. All right. All right, that's it for Ono.
you.
Vondram, you're back.
Okay, so since Vondi did the last little nudge, he's been like ripping through notes the last couple seconds and was muttering and swearing, and he's gonna try this again with the scorching ray. This time, as it was supposed to be used the first time. So instead of a 10 to hit, he gets 14 because a touch range attack.
And
Okay.
how many rays do you get at your level?
2
Yeah,
rays.
I say, yeah, I think by 9 you get the maximum of 3.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah,
which is your target?
this
Okay,
guy
gotcha.
and
Okay.
this guy. 1 for each of them.
One for each. All right.
As long as they're within 30 feet, which they are.
They are indeed.
So I am going to shoot this one to the guy that's closest.
That's a hit.
Okay, let me hit. Can I see if I hit the other guy and then go to rolling
Sure.
Yeah.
damage? Okay, so this is the next guy. Oh,
Also a hit.
No, that one misses.
and the damage is.
Now it's 46 normally, but if you did that one thing, then you get to add
I get
something to it.
8d6. Yes, kind of fun. I've been meaning to use it.
8d6 for each?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Damn, that's hard. 32 and 30. All right, hold the phone. All right, so 32 there. Oof, he felt that. And 30 here. All right. Still up, unhappy. He had 32 points. The other guy had more. But all right, very good, very good. That hurt him badly.
Gondrum kind of giggles to himself and shoves his notes back in his pocket. I've always wanted to try that.
I've always wanted to try that. All right, Arendar. All right. So one thing you notice, Arendar, before you start, is that there was a guy in the doorway over by the fire, but he's backed up and slammed that door shut.
So that's where they are. Okay, I'm gonna take a full attack on this guy and then take a 5-foot step north.
Okay.
And if he's the only guy, so while I was surrounded by tons of guys, I was fighting defensively, but if I only see one guy, then I'm not fighting defensively anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. First attack is a hit. Second attack is 18. Hold on, I gotta check that one. That is also a hit. Now, are these lethal?
No, 25 and then 28. But
I was looking at 18. Sorry.
To confirm, so it's just a regular hit.
Yeah, those are 2 hits for a total of
30 points.
30 points of damage. He
Yeah.
had 25 points left. All right, so here's the problem thing. You're Falcataing him, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So
and that was not a. I'll let you know if I'm fighting defensively or swinging to
flat of the blade kind of thing, non-lethal.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the opposite stance of oh no. Unless I say different, I'm trying to murder people.
It's good cop, bad cop.
Pretty much.
Well, in this case, oh no, you notice as you sort of pull back your punch on this guy.
Oh no, he's not there.
He's not there. Okay, never mind. Well, he'll just when he
comes back,
he'll be standing next to a body.
Yeah. All right.
All right, cool. All right, that's Arendar.
The guy's got a slash from collarbone to nuts.
Yeah, he's chopped into like a piece or two. Yeah. Wraith, you're up now.
I'm going to. All right, I'm gonna stay right here, but I'm gonna fire one arrow at this guy, and then turn and that sort of situation. So
I would take a 5-foot step north.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Well, if you're within striking distance of all of them, all 3 of them get an attack of opportunity. But if you go north, only the north guy gets an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay, so I'll take a 5-foot step to here.
Okay.
And then
I don't know when. Do you have that feat that allows you to fire without provoking?
Not yet.
Okay.
I don't get that until next level.
Oh, okay, all right. I knew it's coming up.
It's already on the board. I just don't get it till next level.
So I'm gonna move up there. It's only 1.
I'm gonna move to here and do a full attack.
All right.
Let's see here.
Are you splitting the arrows between the 2 guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, is it first, second, third, fourth? Which is going? Where are they going?
Hang on, I gotta see how the macro is written because at this point I don't remember. So that plus that plus that. Okay, so I'm gonna do this macro. That's 3, right? To hit, to hit, to hit. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, the rapid shot macro, and the first 2 are gonna go at this guy.
Okay, first 2 at that guy.
Yeah, and the first 2 is 1 shot.
Right. All right, so the
Holy crap,
first
dude.
is a 34. That definitely hits. And
That hit his
then
mom.
the next one is 20 to hit. That will also hit.
And the last one is 30 to hit.
30 to
Or
hit. That will also,
31, because
and that's
I'm
oh, because you're close. Yeah.
within
So all
30
these are
feet.
more. So
Yeah.
this one is just one strike.
That's
Yeah,
a
that
15
guy's
point strike.
that guy's 15 points.
Okay. And then what about the other guy? The
That
guy standing
guy's
over the body.
15 points.
Okay.
And
Dang.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So
And
you
then
split your arrows like that. You managed
and
to put enough arrows in each of them to kill them both.
and then the third one goes to the third guy, to this guy, 9 points. Or
Okay.
the first one, whatever.
Sweet.
So 2 arrows at first.
2 arrows at this guy,
Okay.
which only show as 1 arrow because it's the rapid shot. You put 2 arrows on the same bowstring,
Right.
Multiple.
It is just 8 damage?
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, so he's still alive. Okay. All right. He's still up. Then this
guy
guy
here?
got
Then the other
20
guy
to
did
hit, 14. He's
15
done.
and 15.
And 15, 15. All right. So, and then this guy takes 15 as well?
Yeah.
Okay, he's done too. But the other guy, the guy by the door, is still up.
And
Fair.
I'll check that macro to make sure I got the damage right, because that seems low for 2 arrows.
It does indeed.
Anyway, it's good enough for now.
All right. And killing him precludes the attack of opportunity, right? They're not contemporaneous. That's correct, right, Mike?
He still gets it.
Yeah, I was
Still
gonna
gets
say
it?
that's a Mike question. I don't know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, he gets it.
Your macro's definitely wrong, Chuck. You got a 1d8 plus 6 on there. It should be 2d8 plus
Oh.
12.
Oh, okay, I can fix that.
19 hit you?
Yes.
7 points as he falls to the ground. His fingers nerveless as his arrow strikes him, but he does get a slash at you for 7 points.
Okay.
All right, all right. Okay.
I fixed the macro. Thanks, Gordon.
He's done. They're done. So it's just him. So he's going to. So he can withdraw without provoking. So he's going to run through that doorway
Oh,
and
come
slam
on.
the
I think he's
slam the
gonna
door
go
shut.
Leroy Jenkins and go after him.
And he's going to slam the door shut. Okay. And then they're going to. So what is he going to do? Hold on just a second. Okay, and then. Okay. Awesome. All right. Poe. The guys in front of you now are both down, so you can move freely through there. Although remember that bodies are difficult terrain.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go through that door, try to catch the guy that's running.
Okay.
The door locked.
Nope.
All right, so I'm going to go there, open it, and keep going. I can't see past there, though.
Okay, hold on a sec. Why? It's like every time it turns off. I don't know why it does this. It turns off your lighting.
Hmm.
How about now?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so I can probably, that's actually, if I get to there, I have reach, so I can probably still reach him.
Yep, you probably can. He's headed for that doorway.
All right, well, I'm going to do a single attack again, see if I can't hit him.
Let's light this up in here so you can see what we're looking at.
Yeah.
12 is going to miss.
Okay. That's it.
All right. All right, that's the
Stop
end of the
if you want to live.
He says something in a language you don't probably speak Chilaxian, do you? So, or Sargavan?
Let me look. Nope, Common and Sylvan.
How
Common
loud
and
is
Sylvan. What's
how
neither
loud
of
does
those?
he say it?
You could hear it.
I speak Chilaxian.
You speak Chilaxian. He's like, it sounds like, fuck this, I'm getting out of here.
Hmm.
All right. Ono's not there yet, so we'll skip over him, but we'll not forget him. Vondram, what are you doing?
You're muted, Jennifer.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you got mute on.
I'm gonna follow Polearm and see where he's off to.
Well, you can see, so
Can I
Poe
see
has,
this guy?
yeah, probably. I mean, he's right there. It's well lit in there and everything. So, yeah, you could see him. He's moving very quickly. I don't want to say running because he wouldn't have been able to run and close the door, but he's moving very quickly towards that portcullis way over there,
Well,
which is up.
Let's stop him in his tracks and use a couple magic missiles.
Ooh. How many people have hit this guy?
At least 2.
Okay.
She hit him with a spell. I
Oh,
hit
that's
him
right.
with arrows. He's been hit.
Yep.
Does anybody know, without me looking it up, how many?
A D4 plus 1 per missile.
No.
How many missiles?
You
Yeah.
get,
I think at 8th level you have
You get
3, but
4.
let me check.
You get 4.
you have
Thanks,
4.
Mike.
Is it
Okay,
4 and
so
Next
8th?
level, you maxed out at 5.
Can I see?
4 at 7th. Okay, yeah. A max of 5 at 9th.
Well,
Can you
it's kind of
see?
late. Never mind. I'm just gonna hit him with 1 and see how that goes.
All right, so 4 missiles. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's see.
Can you
4,
split magic missile? I don't think you can you?
I don't think so.
Okay. Actually, I think you can, but there's no one to split it on. Up to 4 creatures within 15 feet of.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
split them.
But there's nobody there to split, right?
She split them 1 on each on him and him
Yeah.
and him and him.
Well, it was those machine gun magic missiles come flying out of Vondran's fingers and smash into the back of this guy, and he goes sprawling across the floor as those horrifying beams of light take the rest of what is left of his life. Arendar.
Were these guys fighting this fire? Is there any containers of water around?
No water. There's some empty, what look to be oil jugs sort of rolling around in the fire.
That would be
But
less helpful.
yeah. But they're empty. They were probably the oil that they brought out to light up the webs.
Titus
Okay.
is the one that was doing the water. I don't have that. Jennifer, do you have any way to do water?
No,
I
clerics are the only ones that can do that.
I really do not.
Actually,
Oh no, I have drench. I did pick
No,
up drench, but I've never used it. But I don't.
Okay. Titus isn't a cleric. He's doing it somehow.
I think it's
Well-
that same drench spell.
he's got something that
It says such
Yeah,
a
drench
small
is a
fire.
druid spell. He's a sorcerer too, by the way. So
he's a sorcerer with some like angelic additions on top of it.
Yeah.
Like I know he can heal good guys technically, not a
But-
ton, but he can.
Drench can do small fires and instantly quench a natural fire, so I'm not sure how that would apply.
Well, this is a natural fire. It's not magical. It's an oil fire
okay.
right now, but it's bigger than 5 feet in diameter. So what this does will a drench spell will reduce this sort of one size. So in this case, it's a 10. It'll reduce it. If you throw drench on it, it'll reduce that fire down a little bit.
No, I'm
Okay.
talking about the wall of fire. I was gonna.
Oh, that's magical.
I was trying
And
to find
drench won't do
something.
jack shit. But it does have a time limit.
Where did I go?
I see. Yeah, you're right there.
I
Oh,
say
the
we
turn
run
order.
through it and take the damage.
You're at the top of the turn order.
Am I? I showed Titus at the top, and I don't see me on there at all.
Oh, for Pete's.
I thought I was on there.
It's because your other copy is on the other side.
I have a dimension door. I can get us across it. Just wait for my turn. If need be. I mean, if it's not gone,
Sure,
that doesn't last that long, does it? Wall of fire.
sure, Eric. You see a bunch of dead guys, blame the Drow brothers. That's racist.
And actually, let's back up one since Eric's back, because he was right before me.
All right.
So Let's do him and then we'll do me.
Okay. All right. So yes, there are a bunch of dead guys, including the guy that you sort of pulled your punch and did non-lethal damage to. He's sort of chopped up a little bit, and there's a lot of blood on Arendar's Falcata. Like a lot of blood.
You're muted, by the way, Eric.
Thank you. Dude, I have no idea how these dead guys got so dead.
The usual fashion.
Arendar very quickly puts his Falcata behind his back and says, I don't know.
My daughter is doing art at the table, so I have a minute. I'm sorry to be so out of
Nope,
order.
that's fine.
Nah, no worries, man. We understand completely.
So what should I do now?
So the only guy that was left besides the two disappeared went through this door that's right next to me, but he closed the door behind him. So
Oh,
I was getting ready to tell you, come with me. We're going to go through and get this guy, or see if we can find the mages.
that's fine. You know what? Les, that is what I will do. I will
But you're first, so.
well, then why don't I go over here and the door is right there?
Mhm.
It's right next to the fire, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
knock
move and then
on the
open, that's
door.
2 actions.
You gonna knock?
Yeah.
All right. You hear in a distant voice on the other side. Who is it? Just a minute, I'm naked.
Candygram.
I come as a emissary of the monastery of Twisted Iron. No, Untwisted. No, wait, Twisted. It was Untwisted Iron, and
Oh no, forgot the name of his monastery.
it keeps getting twisted, and then to be twisted is to be untwisted as well. It's a balance. It's a great cosmic. All right. Anyway, and so would any of you like to convert?
No, actually, if you knock on that door and say all that stuff, you don't hear anything from the other side.
Right, fine.
Give me a quick perception check.
Yes, sir. Perception check. All right. Where am I? Perception. All right.
25, that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, you don't hear any voices, but you do hear, and it's sort of in the so you hear a couple of things. One, sort of in the distance, you hear what sounds like furniture being knocked over. Like the clump of somebody knocking over chairs or table or something like that. The second thing you hear is much closer but much quieter, and it's sort of like a I don't know how can I describe it? It's sort of like it's like a scratching noise down at
The
the
door.
bottom of the door, like a scratching, very light, a scratching noise against the wood.
A scratching noise against the wood of the door.
Yeah,
Opposite
they're
me,
trying to push something in front of it.
near my foot. That's fine. Les, I'm gonna throw open the door with all my strength.
Okay, the door is locked, so give me a strength check.
Oh, all right, fine. I'm trying to be an impetuous teenager here, but
I
there's a
hear you.
locked door. How many locked doors have I? All right, here we go. Strength check. Yes, sir. I roll a.
Yeah, it doesn't budge, and your
Oh,
shoulder is a little sore.
oh man. Oh,
You
geez.
suspect that it's barred from the other side.
All right, great. I just bruised my shoulder. Okay, so I'm gonna say, hey in there, open up.
You do not hear any response.
I scared you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm sorry. Come here.
All right, we'll move. Arendar, let's come back to you.
Okay, well, if I
There
saw
she
that
is.
happen, I'm going to try and open the door.
All right, give you a strength check. 22, much better. All right, so you feel the door begin to splinter a little bit, but it's definitely barred from the other side, and you have not been able to sort of go get through it. However, it is breaking.
Okay, do I just get 1 shot or 2?
You can take another shot at it, but only 2 this round, and it'll be two shots. It'll be a full run action. Yeah, you hit it again, and I mean it breaks a little bit more, but you're not through.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, Wraith, what about you? You're still on the other. There's a bunch of dead guys.
And Chuck's
But
not there, but I would be yelling at this stage, Wraith, need ya.
we'll have to do a perception check when he comes back. We can skip over him. Okay. And come back to Poe.
Okay, 10, 20, oh. Actually, I'm gonna stand right here.
Okay.
Chuck, you okay with getting dimension door?
Actually, he just put his headphones back on.
What's
Chuck,
that?
are you okay with getting dimension door?
Yeah. I trust you.
Blondie, are you?
Yep.
Don't do it. It's a trick.
gonna
Now,
grab-
where are you dimension dooring to?
Just next to Arendar. Well, where I can do it without landing on somebody, so I'll probably go to here.
Oh no. Oh, you're dimension dooring to the other side of the wall of fire. Okay,
Yep.
can do.
Because you know
All right, and
you can dimension door into this room.
And you're taking Wraith with you?
Wraith and Bondrum.
Wraith and Vondrum. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
wait.
risk only if you appear in a solid object.
Would you rather go into the actual room?
Well, I'm thinking along the lines of Arendar running through the fire. They're not going to expect that. And once we're in the room, we can unbar the door to let everybody else in.
Is this Les, is this tower pretty much a mirror image? So like the other side is the same as this side?
No,
but we know the plans.
No,
Yeah.
we've got the layout. So it's basically like 3 separate or whatever office rooms or what have you.
Yeah, it looks like this.
Yeah, so there should be another big door in this wall.
Another hallway behind that, yeah.
Right. So I mean, basically, you know the layout of the building. So you could dimension door us into this
G.
area. Yeah, into G. We can open that door and deal with what we have to look at here.
Okay, I'll do that. Les, I will
All right.
dimension me
All right.
and
So whereabouts in G do you want to land?
I would say just on the other side of the door that's currently locked and barred.
This one here?
Yeah, so that we can let everybody else in.
Poe, is that what you want to do?
I was gonna say, you heard Arendar yell for you, Wraith. After a few slams against a door, and he's like, Wraith, need you.
Okay. Just to confirm, Poe, that's what you want, right?
yes, that's right.
Okay.
Hmm.
Boom. Hold on a sec.
You gotta change the map back.
Yep.
Okie
All
dokie.
right.
Yikes.
Something's in here with a tentacle.
All right. So yeah, so you guys land literally on top of some sort of tentacle creature that is literally coming up from the floor. It looks like just these big vines that are tentacles, but I need everybody to make a reflex save.
Seriously, we land right on it.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, reflex save. Hold on, I gotta check the.
Bonnie falls on his ass.
You landed upside down on it.
Oh no, you're not in there. Okay, hold on. The DC on this is 20. So nobody got it. All right. So all of you are now surrounded as you land on top of these tendrils, these vines. They immediately wrap around you and start crawling up your bodies. And
Les, I rolled a 30.
You're not in the room.
Oh.
It's on the other side of the door. That door is still closed.
Yeah, you
By
and
the
I
by.
are banging on it, but we haven't got through it yet.
Well, you can hear now. You can hear the disconcerting sounds of multiple people going, "What is this? Why is this on me?" You know, that kind of thing. You guys get the entangled condition. You are ensnared. It impedes movement, but does not entirely prevent it until the bonds are anchored to an immovable object, which in this case is the stone floor. You move at half speed. Can't run. Can't charge. -2 penalty on attacks. -4 penalty to dex. You have to make a
How do you
concentration
break
check if you
this?
spell. So to
How do you
break
break
it, tangled creatures can attempt to break free as a move action, making a strength or escape artist check, which the DC of will be the same DC as the spell. So in this case, it will be a DC 20 strength or escape artist check to get out of the stuff.
I am in big trouble.
All right, I'm just gonna.
That's fun.
2014.
So that was a standard action list. Can I have a move action to try to get free of it this round?
Did
Did I move? I don't think I moved. Or did I move?
Oh yeah, you did move to because you had to get next to everybody. You had to get next to Wraith. So yeah, not this round, but next round.
So what
Okay.
about those of us who were the subject of the dimension door? Do we get to move immediately or what?
No, you still are subject to the initiative line. You were just taken away. So it's not your turn yet. Is what it is.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
All right, but that being the case, oh no, are you guys using message? I assume yes, or some sort
Or
of.
when Titus was here, but Titus isn't here now, so.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's still going. So you guys can
Well,
talk to each other.
message is a whisper to him directly.
Yeah,
So,
so
like,
and then he's got to relate it back to each individual who he wants to know.
All right, so Ono, you hear more of that scratching on the door, and a slithering sound and that kind of stuff, and also probably the sound of Poe, Wraith, and Vondrum going, "Oh damn it, we're stuck! Hurry! What is the hell is this? What are these vines doing? You know, that kind of thing."
Okay,
I don't know how much noise they're making though.
Yeah.
gotcha. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
wow.
I'm gonna whisper to Vondi and tell him to see if he can unlock the door, let the others in.
Oh,
Whether
Yeah, Vondrum could do that.
Yeah.
You're standing right. He's standing right next to the door.
Yeah, if Vondi can do that, because you've already said you're gonna have trouble breaking free of this.
Yeah.
And you can't move without being restricted, but you can still act. So you could unbar and unlock the door, and then everybody else will have access to this area too.
Absolutely. I'll be honest, I really don't understand where the doors and the walls are, where I'm standing.
It's that. It's right next to you. It's right there at that. See that
This
thing
one
right?
right here.
No, not that one.
No, the door next to you is right
by
here.
that
between
door.
me and
Oh no. So if you unbar and unlock that door, it'll allow the others to get in this hallway. Excuse me.
Sure, come on in. Avoid the tangly vines.
Yeah.
good luck with that.
Can I
So
do
you
that? Do you need a check of acrobatics or something? I don't know. What do you need?
Well, it's Ono's turn, so
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
don't. Yeah, I don't know that you can do that yet.
Maybe Ono's gonna kick the door in. Who knows?
So is he there? Oh yeah, there he is. Ono, what are you planning on doing?
Uh, gracious.
You can delay until Vondrum has a chance to
I mean,
go.
I mean,
Where is Vondrum? Oh,
it-
right. No, Vondrum's next. So you could literally delay one turn, let him open the door, and then do something back with an open door. Because right now it's still barred and locked. And
Whoever's back there, I'm gonna open the door.
That seems like the logical thing to do, and I will do that.
all right. So Ono delays briefly, and Vondrum, you take the bar away from the door, slip it over, and unbar it, opening the door.
Is that my full move action?
Uh,
Try to escape or no?
You could try. Well, yeah, I think so.
you're
You can try to
unbarring
escape
and
because it has a
opening the
move
door?
action.
Okay, well, this is gonna be
I'll
an
allow it.
escape or check. Thank you.
Mhm.
24? Hey, natty.
Wow, natural 20. All right, you managed to pull free. Which direction are you going?
I think I'm gonna roll backwards, knowing
Okay.
folks are gonna come through that door.
Gotcha. Okay, so go ahead and move. Here,
I got it. I can
you
do
got it. Okay, can you
Yep.
move your guy?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Can I
All right,
go
so yeah, you
further? No, I
managed to
can only
pull
go 5
free.
foot.
You managed to pull free of the grasping vines. All right. Oh no, on the floor. So the door opens, and Vondrum's like, "Watch out for the vines," and then steps away. You look down on the ground, and there are these big vines just kind of coming out of the stone floor, and they're already they're already wrapped around Poe and Wraith. But Vondrum has extricated himself.
Okay, great. Okay. Um, Do I see any foes nearby who might be attempting to attack my friends?
Other than the weird vines that have emerged from the floor and are grabbing at everybody, you don't see any foes. Not
Okay,
from there.
that's fine. Ono has spent time as a farmer. He does have his comma, his sickle, his sickle
You have a
harvesting.
sickle?
A comma,
A Japanese sickle.
yeah.
Oh, a comma.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
and so, can I attack the vines with my sickle?
Sure, you can try and cut them.
Comma here. Let me see here. So look, I have it. I'm trying. I don't even. Do I have it as? Yes, I do. So I'm gonna try this out. I think I get one attack. I think. So I do this. I do. It says I have
20?
two
You got a
attacks.
20?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you do manage to hit it.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
chop off a pretty substantive piece of vine with that small hatchet.
Now I'm not sure why it gave me two attacks here.
It's okay. You just got the one.
That's great, sir. That's great. Okay, cool, cool. Cool. I am gonna be ready to chop off more vine when it's my turn again.
Sounds good. Irondar, what about you? What are you gonna just run in there right into the vines? You're tougher than that. You should run right in there. Your brother's in there.
Well, yeah, so that I probably would for that reason. Can you use an acrobatics to tumble through the space, much like you could like a threatened square?
In this case, no, those vines are everywhere.
Okay.
Well, actually, I feel like you might be able to try and do that.
I
I
mean, I'm
think
not
yes. I think if you wanted to try to do it, I'll have to look and see what the
Well,
CMD would be because it would be considered an enemy.
right,
is this is a spell, right?
It is, yeah, pretty sure.
So then, you probably can't because it's subject to
right.
whatever the rules of the spell are. So if
Yeah.
the spell says anything that comes in the area has to make a reflex, and if it fails, it gets trapped, then you can't
This,
start making skill checks until it's after you've been caught,
yeah,
then you can
it's
make an escape
it's a
artist.
spell, yeah. Causes grass we well, in this case, these vines wrap around creatures in the area of effect or those that enter the area. So yeah,
Right.
and then you have to make a save. So yeah,
And
you can't
so
you can't just flip
I
over
just
it.
have to make a save if I go in here. If I make it, then I can move. It's just difficult terrain.
It's partial, so creatures that those that fail gain the entangled condition. I guess it doesn't say reflex partial. Uh,
Does it say reflex negates?
no, it says reflex partial.
Okay.
Creatures that make their save can move as normal, but those that remain in the area must save again at the end of their turn.
There you go.
So if you
So,
save, you can move through it. It is difficult terrain, but you can move through it. But you can't if you stay in it at the end of your turn. You have to save again.
okay. Um, reflex save.
Mm. Mhm.
Oh well, I'm gonna try it.
All right, hold on. It's what did I say? DC 20? DC
20.
20.
Wow.
21. All right. You can go through it. Remember this, it's difficult
This is
terrain. So
difficult terrain, so I can go diagonal, so that's 5. But then to
mhm.
go to here would be 10, so that's 15 feet.
Yep.
And I'm already out, so then 20 to get to there.
Okay.
So I see that guy down at the end. What's he doing?
So he is perched behind and up. There's a table over there, and he's knocked it over to form of sort of cover, and he's getting ready to shoot an arrow at you guys. He has a bow and arrow in his hand as he's behind that table.
Okay, so do an intimidate as I go towards him and say, the only chance you have to live is tell me where those two casters went.
All
So,
right, hold on a second. So we use the Unchained one, right? Are you using Influence
yeah,
Attitude or wait a second. Okay, so Unchained. All right. Okay. Uh so the DC here would be Okay. I forget. It is it's a contested role, right? For intimidating is against not is it bluff is it sense motive?
Um,
It's a contested sense motive roll? I can't remember because it's not really it doesn't really say that well.
I've got the
Uh,
equivalent at this level with those bonuses I've got.
mm-hmm.
If you see the DC to demoralize by 10 or more, it's
Oh, I got a will save. Okay. How many what's your ranks in intimidate?
it's over 10.
Okay.
It's the equivalent of over 10.
All
So,
right. So I need a
but my
so I need a
roll,
natty 20.
yeah.
So I got to roll it because then it tells me how many you're over. Ooh, 18. So I get 18. So what's the total on your what was your roll?
Mine was
29. So
29.
11. You're 11 above. So ooh, at least 10. It is panicked for one round and frightened for 1d4 and shaken thereafter. Okay.
And like I said, the whole point of this one.
Hold on.
Uh,
Go to bed, kids.
Yeah, you should be in bed already. It's a school night. Pete's sake.
um, and like I said, the whole point of this
Mhm.
is I'm telling them the only chance you've got to live through this is to tell me where the casters went.
All right. Let me do this again. All right. Uh, oh, all right. He doesn't say anything.
The panic means he's not even going to swing. He's going to try his best to get away from me.
Right. Well, let's drop anything and flee at top speed. So here's the thing. He can't flee. He's at a dead end.
Right.
So even frightened. So if he's panicked, if he's frightened, does it give you more? It flees if it
Fighting's
can. If
less than-
unable to flee, it may fight. But it gets a -2 penalty on attack roll, saving throws, and skill checks. Okay, so
Like I said,
all
the
right.
whole point of this, I'm not engaging him yet, but I'm scaring him into answering me. Where are the casters? And basically telling him this is the only chance you've got to live through this is if you tell me where the casters are.
All right. He yells out, "I don't know where they are. Let me go."
They'll yell at him, lay down there, and I'll consider it.
Oh,
Okay, hold on a sec.
uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
All all right. You see a bow and an arrow kind of come over the top of the table and land with a clatter on the ground.
Hmm.
And it looks like you could see a pair of hands, sort of thing. All right, fine, but don't kill me.
Okay, just lay there until I come get you.
Dang it. Okay, Wraith, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna make an acrobatics check
All right,
to try and get out of the vine.
gotcha. Oh yeah, no problem.
32.
Yep.
So I'm gonna move down to here and I'm gonna listen. I look down south and see this guy laying on his face and going and shivering. So my brother's
Yep.
got that. I'm gonna listen at this door
Okay.
to,
Give me
to
give
see
me
if I hear anything
perception.
behind that. 16.
16. All right. Negative a natural one.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
this is a skill check. It's a
Yeah, I
16.
Still
know.
16.
It's still 16. So at first you don't hear anything. And then you hear a man's voice say, and you do speak Sargavan, yeah?
Chilaxian.
Chilaxian? All right, so you hear a man's voice, Chilaxian, say, um, once they open that door, we'll give this. So here's what you need to do. Once we open that door, we'll hit them with some spells, and then you come over to me, and we'll a dimension door outside, and then we'll get out of here. Understood? Then you hear a female voice say, "Understood."
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Then you hear, "I've got just the spell for him."
Okay. So for now, I'm going to point to that door and I'm going to give them the symbol to not go in it.
Okay. Cool. Is that it for you?
I think so. I've moved and listened at that door and got that information. I don't think I can do anything else. Otherwise, I only moved, well, it'd have been difficult terrain, so 5, 10. I mean, if I can move again, I'll move down to this door and listen in there.
Yeah, you can do that.
That's all
Go
right.
ahead and give me another perception.
20.
Yeah, you don't hear anything in there.
Okay. Then that'll be my complete move.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, they're doing that. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm probably gonna fail at trying to get out of this thing, but let me try.
All right.
So all I got is a strength check. So I add 1 to this. 14.
Nope, you're still stuck. Now you can still do things. You can still cast spells. You got to make a concentration check. You're not completely bound. You're
Right.
just sort of stuck.
Can I attack so I have a reach weapon.
I
So
mean, do you want to stab the vines?
Is it big enough that I could try to stab them, cut them, whatever? Yeah, damage
Yeah,
them?
a little bit. I mean, you could try and cut them off of them, but it would give you it would probably if you're trying to cut the vines off of you, it would probably give you a +2 or +4 bonus next round to try and escape.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, so you're gonna try. Go ahead and roll to attack. All right, 9 points of damage. Cool. All right. Gotcha. All right, you are managing to cut it off, so it will give you a +3 bonus next round to your save to try and untangle yourself.
Okay.
All right. Round 6. Bondrum. Now you are released. You saw Wraith get himself loose. You saw Arendar kind of trip through there, and they are both sort of going towards a prone Sargavan soldier that's down on the other end of the corridor behind a table. But he's not attacking.
You're muted if you're talking, Jennifer.
Looking at calcific touch. But then I realized by turning this thing into stone, Poe would be permanently engaged until we broke through the stone. So I think I'm just going to delay.
Don't worry about me. You can go ahead and do what you want to do. I'll get out of it.
Everyone's bothered by this thing, right? So I was just going to try and get rid of it.
Yeah, well, Ono should have no trouble getting past it.
Yeah.
You're out of it already, and so are Wraith and Arendar, so I'm not worried about it.
You're fine?
Yeah, it's all right.
All right, well then I will come down here and see if I can lend assistance. Have you guys found anything of interest down here?
Actually, if you guys want to all get within 30 feet of me, I can do a burst and get some healing done to all of you, because you all seem a little damaged, some of you.
A little banged up.
Yeah. I'm within 30 feet of you and Ono is, but Arendar would have to come back up the hallway.
That's it. I'm just going to move and stand on the ready.
Okay, you're just moving down the way. All right. Good. Okay. Oh no, what are you doing?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Let me see. So am I doing anything to disable any of those entangling vines with my comma?
You can continue attacking them. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he did cut some down, so could he use a reflex save to get through them and get like a slight bonus?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, you know what?
Your reflex save is going to be your best save, Eric. So you can just use a reflex save to try and get through it.
Unless I roll really, really bad on a reflex save, I'm
What are the
probably going to
chances
get
of that,
through it.
though?
So, well, I would never sabotage myself in any such way, but
No, roll 20 does that quite well by on its own.
Yeah.
I
I thought it was a reflex save, but or a strength check. You can do a reflex save to get out of this thing.
Well, the
It's a
reflex
reflex save to move through it. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Chuck.
the reflex save was initially when you encountered it.
Encountered it.
Now to get out of it, it's a strength check or escape artist.
Tape artist.
Les, I want to go into the room, so
Okay.
I want to go to here-ish, So
All right.
Well, give us a
can
reflex.
I do a save?
Yeah, I need a reflex. I need a reflex save against DC 20.
I can do that.
There's no
I can
way.
do this. Really?
No, you didn't. So you find yourself stepping into the things and getting entangled. So you now get the entangled condition as you are stuck in the vines.
Right, because I was a boastful teenage.
You were a
Bobby's
boastful
down the hall
teenager.
shaking his head. I knew it.
It's
Knew
easy.
it.
It's a piece of cake. Come on. Come on. Just
Excellent.
take vines, whatever.
All right, Arendar, what about you? You're
I'm gonna
next.
make tea.
I heard come up north to get healed, so I'm gonna come up and talk to Wraith, and I'm sure this is when Wraith will tell me what he heard
Hmm.
in the other room. So at that stage, Arendar is going to start trying to hatch a plan as how we keep these guys from escaping. So that's it for me.
Okay. Wraith, anything for you?
No, this would be
Okay.
the time when I tell Arendar in Twin Speak what I heard on the other side of the door. They plan on casting an offensive spell to try to weaken us and then dimension dooring out. So if we're going to get the casters, we have to do it a different way. Then I'm going to check this door for traps.
Okay. Natural 20. No, there's no traps on the door. In fact, it's not even locked.
And I'm going to step through this door. Well, let's see. There we got to open the door. Stop it.
Sorry.
Hmm.
All right. So yeah, you look in there and you see what is very obviously, it looks like a traditional barracks. In this case, some of the beds are human sized, but most of them are dwarf sized.
Right.
And you don't see any people, but you do see various kinds of equipment kind of stowed around, that kind of stuff, but there's no people in there.
I'm going to move up to here and listen at this wall because I assume it's an adjoining.
Looks like could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Are these stone walls or these wooden walls?
These are interior walls or wooden walls, but they're pretty thick.
Yeah. So I'm going to listen at this wall and see if they're saying anything else, if they're getting antsy because we're not coming in, whatever.
Okay, go for it.
Well, it's only been 6 seconds so far, so
Yeah, 27. Yeah, you don't hear any other speaking. Maybe a female voice chanting something. Some sort of weirdness going on in there, but it's very low and it doesn't sound like it doesn't give you the impression, especially it's certainly not Chilaxian.
Right.
That you don't get the impression that somebody's talking to somebody else. It's sort of subvocal kind of chanting of some sort.
Right. So the only question now is, can I, with 27, is that a good enough perception?
Mhm.
Is that voice to my left or to my right? Is that chanting coming from the left?
The
Okay.
left side, your left.
So they're far back in the room. They're not at the very entrance to where the door is.
You're not sure, but yeah, that's where it sounds like that chanting sound is coming from. Is
Yeah.
from the left to your left.
Okay.
So maybe at least one of them.
Right. At least the female whose plan was to cast the perfect spell for them when we breached.
Okay.
And I know the male's going to be somewhere close to her because his plan is to move in, grab her, and dimension door once she's finished casting. So before anybody can really act and do anything. So
I think it's reasonable to assume those things.
yeah.
All
So
right.
I think that's my turn.
Okay. Poe.
I'm gonna try to get out first.
Okay.
So
Escape
add
artist or strength?
strength
All
1 to
right.
this. So
Ooh,
18.
add 1, so 18. Very close, but
Well, you
oh,
said
you get
I
the
get
bonus. You
a
get
Yeah,
the
he gets
bonus.
the
+3.
bonus.
That's 21. That gets you out.
All right, so I'm gonna move to there,
Okay.
and then I'm going to burst for 16 points of healing to everyone, and I will exclude.
Whoever's in that
Uh,
room.
Well, I can only do, I think, 2. Let's see,
I could use that actually.
2 targets. So I'll exclude well, I don't think any of them were damaged, were they? I'll exclude the 2.
Oh no, punched a woman
Okay, so I'll exclude her and the.
I'm gonna
because
punch
he's a
a woman.
because he's a
What I love
girl
to hear.
smacker.
Girl smack.
I'm gonna punch a woman. Oh my god! Almost horrified. I didn't.
That's kind of his thing.
Wait till this gets back to town. Hey, how many women did you punch on this outing? 4 or 5. All the women of Gallofend are like, stay away.
Stay away from
He's
the teenage
he's-
kid.
He's
I'll
good
punch
looking,
him.
but he's a girl smacker.
Actually, hey Les, will you re-roll that for me? That's lower than the average. So
66. You want me? You got to take what I roll though.
nah, it's lower than average. So the odds say you can do better than that.
All right. Just straight up 66. All right, here we go. 21. I did do better.
Nice.
Sweet. I'm Max.
I'm sorry. Did Polearm? Did you cast a healing spell?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 21 points back.
you get 21 points back.
I do. That's huge because that raises me almost all the way up back.
Yes, thank you very much.
Plenty of hit points for smacking chicks.
That's right.
Great.
Team
That's
Slap a
all I
Ho. Team Slap a Ho is online.
Big on thought.
Oh my god! All
All
right.
right. Poe, you moved and you cast a spell, so that we're in the next round. The wall of fire goes out.
And
I was
you'll
tired.
you'll be very happy, Ono. In this next room, there's a chick for you to slap.
It's the
same
same
one,
chick he
actually,
slapped
so-
before, yeah. All right.
Slapped.
So warm up your pimp hand.
This is a horrible conversation.
Hold on, I gotta write this down.
Oh,
Oh no. Here
Hey,
we
I
go.
don't know.
oh boy. I mean,
That's just my win next year. Warm up your pimp hand.
Yes, well, just remember, I don't want a shirt that says warm up your pimp hand. So vote for something else.
Oh, for something else.
All right. We may have to get you a shirt that says that on it anyway now. So
Yeah, I mean that the thing about the shirt, Les, not the first thing. I do not want a shirt that says warm up.
oh man.
If
All right.
anybody gets a shirt that says warm up your pimp hand, it should be Ono.
yep, that's true.
Oh man. Is it Vondrum's turn still?
It is Vondrum's turn, yes.
Okay, Vandy's I hear there's a chicken there and something about a pimp ham, but I'm not really sure. So I'll go in. I'll go in here and see what's going on.
Well, Wraith is in there with his ear against the wall and making shushing noises. But otherwise, you see, it looks like a barracks. It looks like people. It's obvious that people have been living in here. The beds are tousled. There's food plates and stuff on the table. There's equipment strewn around. But there's no one in there now that you can see.
So are there people on the other side, Ray? I asked just to get caught up. What's going on?
I'll nod my head, yes.
All right, just so you know, Poe, Lorelei says no one has come out of the building. There's no one around.
Yep, I'll assume that's the case unless you say something.
All
I
right.
do have. I'll whisper to Arendar. I do have more dimension door if you think we should go into that room.
So
Let's
we think
try.
they're in here. Is that what's going on?
Yes, they're in there.
Yeah.
And when you say that, I'll pass on to you what Wraith told me, that They're waiting for us to open the door, and as soon as we do, they're going to cast some nasty spell and then dimension door out. So
Okay, so
if
maybe
we
we
decide that
can.
we're going to try and get in the middle and try and all of us, you'll use your action to get us in there, but then the rest of us have an action to like jump out and do something. Maybe we can.
Yeah. Well, it's just a move action too, I think, with this. With
Is
the
this,
ring,
are
it's a
these
move
stone
action.
walls?
Wood walls.
The interior walls are just wood.
The exterior ones are stone.
So
If
like
you-
this wall here. Whoop, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong layer. This wall here would be stone, wood. Well, there's wood covering on it, but it would be
Right.
stone on the other side. This
And then
wall
this
that
is
Wraith is just a wood wall, but it's
interior.
pretty thick, probably 6 to 8 inches thick. They're pretty
Yeah.
staunchly made. I mean, this is a guard tower after all,
Right.
and these
So
walls are
we think-
supporting a stone roof.
Okay, we think that they're gonna just dimension door out the second we get in there. That's what you're
You
thinking?
think
Well,
from what Wraith heard, she's gonna cast some kind of offensive nasty spell. And then before we can react, he's gonna grab her and dimension door out, which we need Lorelei to be watching in case they do get that far, but Poe says he's got another dimension door. If we dimension door all in the middle of the room, some of us will be within striking range of both of them.
yeah, so that it becomes more difficult for them to cast spells.
Right.
So they'll be in melee.
Unless
And
is
if we
using a
focus-
ring an action or a move.
What's that?
Using
I
a
think
ring.
it depends, doesn't it? Using a ring, I think, is a move action equivalent.
That's what I thought, but I could be wrong about that. Like I'm casting Dimension Door with a ring, so I thought that was like a move action, like you're telling. the
Oh,
ring
it'll
to-
still be, yeah, no, it'll still be a standard for spell. Yeah.
So-
There's a couple of ring spells that work instantaneously, like Featherfall. Is
Those
not
are
a standard
reactions,
action.
Those aren't standard.
Yeah, but something like that, you're essentially focusing on the ring and activating the spell. So yeah, it would be a standard action.
But if you can get us in there, there's several of us that
Yeah, how many people can you transport that way?
Dimension door.
With the ring,
Yeah.
me and 2 others.
So I would say me and Ono go with you because we want to be close to people. And then
Have me come through the front door?
Wraith and Bondrum, and then Titus, if he ever shows up, your guys are all point and shoot people. So
Right.
from an open door, you can reach anywhere in the room, whereas Ono and I have to be right up next to him.
So Poe, Ono, and Arendar need to come into this room and be up against this wall. And then you can dimension door into the room.
And then you
Wraith,
have to be ready, and
yeah, Wraith
us
needs,
jumping in, then jam open that door and
right. So when I basically hear where'd those guys come from or something to that effect, when their plans
or
are
the excitement that's going to ensue immediately as soon as we jump in that room.
right, then I can open the door and let the ranged people come through.
Hey, Les,
Can I
Mm-hmm.
do
can
that
you
less?
flip over to the other map that shows the generic plans for this place?
Sure.
Now, we've been in every one of these towers coming up to here.
Right.
Do they all have their furniture kind of in the same spot?
Yeah, generally. Yeah,
These
these aren't.
guard towers are like Motel 6s. They don't change shit.
Right.
Yeah, they're and sometimes the sheets and stuff don't even get changed, so it's a little rough. No, they're built on a standard sort of model. I mean, there's some slight variations, the position of the beds in the barracks, but the reality is that this is a utilitarian place. It's not designed to maximize comfort. It's to be here. These guys are also on. I think if I recall correctly, it's like 2-week or 3-week shifts. Where they go out here. It might even be a month-long shift where they come out here, they live here for a month, and then the new crew comes and relieves them and that kind of stuff. So, but it's pretty Spartan.
So if Poe could put us right in the middle of the room, like these squares, then there's nowhere in this room that's not just a 5-foot step away from us smacking them.
Right.
Okay.
And everybody except for
basically
Poe.
put you in the middle and put me and Ono on opposite sides of you, and then we'll just go for whoever's closest to us.
And everybody except for Poe will get to move, act, and whatever. He's used his his standard action, right?
Right. And instead of them getting the surprise round because they're waiting, we're actually trumping that because we're just appearing,
Mm-hmm.
not opening a door and waiting for a reaction. So
Yeah.
to put it in like game terms, they've got a called shot that as soon as that door opens, we're going to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
That's not going to happen. All of a sudden, we're just going to be next to them.
Yeah. And then disrupt that. Then we open the door and come in.
Right.
But the other thing for the people going in, the important part to be able to disrupt is don't let them dimension door out.
Right.
If we stay where we're at, oh no, you don't have to get unentangled. All I have to do is touch you and I can dimension door you.
Ah,
So maybe it would be better
Oh,
if we
yeah.
just
So,
stay where we're at rather than moving into that other room.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
well,
as long as there's room for, at least right now, I don't see Andrew yet. So just,
Although I just got a text from him, so I think he's on the way. Is the game over?
Yeah.
Who won?
22 to 40.
They
22.
came back, they
Wow.
started playing. They decided to play 7 minutes before the end of the game.
So if they'd have had like 6 quarters, it might have been a good game.
Yeah,
That's pretty high scoring.
it's ridiculous, really.
All right. Speak of the devil and he appears.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, as long as we've got to where Titus, Wraith, and Vondram can all kind of line up behind that door and like peer inside so they can cast spells or shoot people,
Yeah.
then yeah, we can move up and just if you can touch both of them and get us going, then that's fine.
Do you want to give Andrew a quick heads up of what's going on? We got to go back to the other map.
No, we want to throw Andrew into the deep end.
Right.
Yeah, I'll
Andrew's
figure it out.
Andrew's still flying invisibly around the top of the castle. Or around the top of the thing. He hasn't even come down in here yet.
Yeah,
No,
he was
he's-
here last time and
Yeah.
he came down like right behind Wraith.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. He's
All
with
right.
us.
So he's with us.
And let me go grab him then.
I don't remember if
Are
I
you
made
still
it
invisible?
beyond the stairs.
Did you do anything mean to anybody, or are you still invisible?
Still invisible. I don't remember if I was able to get
he didn't-
beyond the
he didn't,
stairs.
cast
My
anything.
complaint was I can't see anything.
Gotcha. Okay. You'll be able to see now, I think.
Okay.
So Andrew, we kind of cleared out everyone except for the 2 casters, which Arendar very much wants to take at least one, if not both of them alive.
And they've holed up in this
Himself in a room.
last room.
Wraith overheard that they're planning a trick. So as soon as we open the door to come after them, she's going to cast a spell on us, and he's going to immediately grab her and dimension door outside the building, and then they're going to run away.
Right.
So our plan is to have you casters and shooters at the door, and us melee guys are going to dimension door in the middle of them, disrupt what they're doing. As soon as you guys hear that happening, then you guys burst open the door and start subduing or, attacking, disabling the
Or
guys.
fireball, fireball always works.
Subdue
Oh
it.
yeah,
Fireball's a
I
great
got
thing to
I
do.
got fireball.
Fireball coming
Subdual is
online.
Subdual is my middle name.
It's my specialty.
Now,
All right, Titus, can you see the invisibility circle?
Let me get back to that screen.
The purple circle.
The perp circ.
yeah.
I think so. I see a purple.
That's you.
Yeah. Okay.
So the
but
other thing,
Yeah, you're technically invisible still, though.
the other thing I want to do in the interim is check to see if this door's locked and check it for traps, but don't risk opening it or jogging it or jiggling it or anything that will alert the people on the inside, if possible.
Or actually, Poe, why don't you get right here? And I'll get where you're at. And that way you can touch both of us.
Yeah, so you've got Ono and Arendar.
And then purple circle, he's flying, so he can come in and just kind of sit right above where Poe is.
Well, I've got him in the other room. Where do you guys want to bring him with you when you go in there, or?
He's not going to be part of the dimension door, but he needs to be lined up. Since this all has to happen like instantaneously, he needs to be lined up in front of that door. So as soon as we bust that door open, he can immediately cast something or do something.
Okay.
So
Well, I can put you. Andrew, if you want to move Titus into that hallway, you could do that. Like this hallway right in here somewhere.
Oh,
Put him right
okay.
on top of
It's up to you
Polo.
though. And that
Well,
way, go ahead.
as long as I've got meat in front of me, I for some reason I can't seem to move beyond that.
You gotta go around like
You
this.
gotta
Yeah,
go
the door is up at the
through the
top. There you go.
door. There you go.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if I can hide behind
Huh?
Arendar and
I can
Vondrum,
see
I'm
his
happy.
purple and move him.
Yeah, he's moved.
He
Yeah.
moved.
And he'll be able to see into a good part of the room, not all of it, but a good part of it. Okay.
Dude, do we have message going? I can't
We
remember.
do now. You're here.
Okay, message. Boop.
Well, I think you already had it up, but the
I
way
thought
that,
so. I wasn't sure.
yeah, the way your message works is we can all communicate telepathically with you, and then you can disseminate it out amongst everybody else, but we don't
Right.
talk to each other directly. So-
Right.
So now that you're here, message is working again.
And then Gordon, if you can just make sure Lorelei is doing a wide sweep.
Yep,
She's ready to look for, because
Wide
Dimension Door doesn't
stance.
have a huge range.
Right.
They can get outside the building, just not too far away. And if she can just not engage them, but just tell us where they're going, then we can
Yeah.
go after them.
So
Okay,
am
we're
I
ready.
am I able to check the door without
Without
opening it?
opening it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try to do check for locks or check for traps and check to see if the door's locked.
All right. The door is locked, but doesn't seem to be trapped.
Okay.
This is the first door that you've actually come across that actually has a lock on it.
Right.
But it
So
absolutely has a lock.
do you think I should try to unlock it now? Before you guys dimension door in or after?
I
and
would
all-
unlock now.
All of this, yeah. So I'm gonna try to disable traps or
Okay.
to
Just
unlock
do it
the
slow,
door.
just do it slowly so it's less likely they can tell you're
Yeah.
messing with it.
Right. And what's the unlock thing? What's
Disable
the-
device.
Disable device.
There we go. Okay. Um, yeah, okay, that's correct.
Natural 20. All right. So you guys see Rafe,
39.
and he's obviously taking his time with it, and trying to be quiet. So it takes a couple of rounds, but eventually you can very faintly and Rafe, you're really probably the only one in the room who hears this. But you can hear that you get your things in there and get the tools, and you can hear just like the lightest of clicks as you disengage the locking
Nicely
mechanism.
done, dude.
So with message, I'll let Andrew know to let everybody else know the door's unlocked.
We're ready.
We can go.
Okay.
It's kind of fun.
Okay, so who's dimension dooring and who's staying outside?
Okay, Les, I'm gonna do Blessing of Fervor on everybody first.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do use the ring to take me, Ono, and Arendar into the middle of that room.
Okay. All right. So the middle. So it's you, Arendar, and Ono. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, hold on. I'm not ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. 1 second. I gotta take that off. Okay. Now I'm almost ready. So Arendar, Poe, Ono. Boop. I think it's gonna be so in the middle of. So you're going into the middle of the room, directly into the middle of the room.
Yeah, there was like 4 squares in the middle.
Okay, so like right about there.
Yep.
Okay, so you hear the little Hobbit woman kind of looks startled, but then smiles, grins evilly, and the other dude, you hear him say in Chilaxian, "Shit." As you guys sort of pop in. All right, so let's start at the top of the order for this new round. Vondrum, you're gonna go first, but you could pass. Wait for whatever's gonna happen.
Oh, I'm gonna
Actually,
wait.
you know what? Actually,
I'm
you
not
know
gonna,
what? Before
I'm not gonna do anything until they, yeah, I'm not gonna
Bef-
screw it up.
you do that, this is legit a probably surprise round for you guys. So Arendar, Poe, and Ono each get a single round of actions before, and then we'll go back into the line.
Okay. Well, since I'm close to her, I'm gonna swing at her.
Okay, Volcata.
Yep, doing defensive or doing a non-lethal.
Okay,
So the bonus I get from Blessing of Fervor is gonna get erased. So I'm not gonna take that bonus because I take a penalty for.
okay.
Non-lethal.
You can get an extra attack instead, though.
Well, first round you only get
Oh, you only get one attack. That's right.
only one attack. So
For the surprise round,
She
yeah.
does have a wand in her hand. All right, let me
So it's just the first one.
check.
So it's 22.
Okay, and 22 will hit. What is the second one?
Nope. There's no more attacks. It's just
Oh, just the one.
Surprise
Okay.
round is just the first
Surprise
attack.
round. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. So 11 points.
11 non-lethal.
She had oh,
What? You're hitting her with the flat of the blade?
Yeah.
I was gonna say she had a hand with a wand in it, but apparently my brother's gone soft.
Not
And
too
wriggly.
far. Not south enough.
Okay. Ow, she says.
I'm sticking with my original plan.
All right. So that's Arendar. What about you, Ono? What are you going to do?
Okay, great. All right. I guess if they're all piling onto her, I thought I whacked her once before. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna dash over and bash that guy real good.
You definitely remember smacking her at least once.
Okay, what I'm
My
gonna
footstep,
do?
and you only get one attack because it's a surprise round, but I'd use your stunning fist to keep him from doing anything.
I'm gonna do a stunning fist, of course, and
Okay. How many of
by
those do you have left?
Sorry, sir.
How many do you have left? You know?
Well, I get 8 per day, so
You probably have several. Go for it.
so I'm not sure exactly how many, but I get 1 per.
Probably at least got a couple left.
So I'm gonna whack him good with my stunning fist, and by default it's non-lethal.
Gotcha. Okay.
So here we go, stunning fist, and where boom, 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 and did that work?
Ugh, 23 is a hit. That's it. I got to now. Stunning fist. Remind me. I got to make a fort save.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
19 fort save.
Ugh, he's got a pretty good fort, but
I was gonna
it's
say
not.
he should be better than she is.
He is, yeah. But it's not. It's not a walk in the park either.
Yeah.
All right. So fort. He's +7. All right. What was the DC on this? 19.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Oh man!
Done
All
for
right.
the round.
He is stunned. Now he did not have anything in his hand, but he was prepared to cast a spell, which is now lost. All right, and now Poe, what are you doing?
I'm going to,
Jab at her.
can I get to her through Arendar?
You got reach.
Depends on what you want to do.
I was gonna say, you got reach, don't you?
Yeah, you've got a reach
Stab her.
weapon.
Stab her with a really long spear.
So so what's your reach? 10?
Yes.
All right, hold on. Let's just make sure this is. Oh yeah, you got her.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's +2.
Yep.
So let's see. So this is going to be +2. So 20 to hit, 7 points damage.
22 hit on her is going to hit. Just barely, though. All right, so 7 points of damage, and that is lethal.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not
All
trying.
All right, that's lethal damage.
Well, she's had 2 non-lethal hits and then a single lethal hit. So even if she drops and it's not over the amount of non-lethal damage, then she's still.
I got you. I got you, homie. She's still, well, she's still gonna have wounds, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So that's the surprise round. A lot of surprises, mostly not benefiting me, which is sad. Vondrum, you are up.
Okay, so now we can charge open the door, correct?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, so it's unlocked, but it
It's
does not
unlocked. Wraith is standing
Um,
in front of it, but
Unlocked and untrapped.
So
opening
if a
to
step
go
is
through
free,
the-
you can use a move action to open it.
I can't because it's not unlocked on my
oh,
side.
sorry. Now it's openable.
I've lost my
Okay, you open that and you are wait, if Titus, before you start rocking in there, there's a problem. You
I
see that thing there?
I didn't do anything.
that's where's Vondi? Vondi's gone.
Vondi
Under
is
me. Here.
under Wraith, yeah.
There we go.
All right,
No,
I'm moving everything on the freaking table around. Hold on
Sorry,
a
Yeah.
second.
Titus. I
There you
didn't
go.
mean to-
Okay.
get
I
rid
didn't
of
All
your
right,
mean to-
stupid
Vondrum,
monster.
you throw open the door and you are immediately confronted by something, Titus, that you recognize immediately. A hypnotic pattern set up in front of the door
Oh shit.
to mess with your mind. So make a will save or be fascinated by the colors. What did you roll? A 12. That is not going to be enough.
I'm very fascinated.
So you are fascinated. You gain so Vondrum throws open the door. You guys see the things in there. And in a minute, I'm going to need the same from you guys, unless you look away. So Vondrum, this is what happens to you. You are fascinated. A fascinated creature is entranced by a supernatural or spell effect. You stand or sit quietly, taking no actions other than to pay attention to the fascinating effect for as long as it lasts. -4 penalty on skill checks made as reactions such as perception. Any potential threat, such as a hostile creature, allows the fascinated creature a new saving throw. Any obvious threat, such as someone drawing a weapon, casting a spell, or aiming a ranged thing at you, automatically breaks it. A fascinated creature's ally may shake it free of the spell as a standard action, but you are standing in front of the door, staring at this coruscating mass of colors.
Sounds
Now,
like a Grateful Dead concert.
Yeah.
Grateful Dead.
It's Uncle John's hypnotic pattern. Wraith, you and Titus, I want you guys both to make a quick reflex save to avoid looking at the thing. Titus, you will have a +2 bonus on your save because you immediately recognize this for what it is, because you have cast this many a time.
Okay.
No problem.
23.
Yeah, so Wraith, you look away in time.
Look away.
Look away. Run
Well,
away.
and did I have to move back so Vondi could get to the door? Because we
Yes.
can't occupy the same space. Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that
you move
considered
back.
an enchantment spell?
It's a great question.
And maybe it doesn't matter if a +2 wouldn't make a difference. But I
It
do
is
have
it is an illusion, a mind-affecting illusion.
Okay.
Wow.
And a natural 20 for Titus. So you guys both easily are like, Titus
Right.
sends out a message, hypnotic pattern. Thanks for notifying us, guys. And you guys both turn away. So Vondrum is the only one that is affected by it, but he is affected and fascinated. Oh no, you're up. Now this guy is standing in front of you, stunned, although he seems to be shaking it off now since it is the beginning of your turn. What are you doing now?
I don't see any damage on him.
Oh, did I? I may have just stunned him. What was the damage from the stunning fist? It was 11. Okay, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
There you go.
What will I do? I poured a cup of calm tea. So, I will offer him a cup of tea. No,
A little vitamin O.
And a boot to the head.
All right. Les, I really do not know how many stunning fists I've used.
That's all right. We'll assume you got plenty for right now. If you want to continue to use them.
I do.
But from now on, after this encounter, keep track of them for a day's work.
I will. I gotta get on that. I'm gonna apply stunning fist again to this guy in the hat.
Can I use this moment to just say I think it's a travesty that was this number 7, the stunning blow quote.
Yeah,
That should have won already.
Can we fillet them with stunning blows? With
Yeah.
flurry of blows?
All right.
That was a pretty good one, I must say. It's either, but you know how it is. It's like Highlander. There can only be one. And this next one, so the votes are all in. So I'll be sending out the new one tonight,
Wow.
later on tonight, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough choice for people. Although I thought the last group, the final four, was going to be a tough choice, but honestly, the votes were pretty much a blowout.
Yeah.
So it wasn't close for each of those
Hey,
pairs.
can I go ahead and smack this guy?
Smack away.
All right, and I do 27.
Yeah, that works. So I have to make another flipping flip, flip, flip.
Fortitude save. Or yeah, no, yeah, fort save.
Board
Well,
save. All right.
And this
Gotta-
is a full attack, right?
Yeah, but looks like that's going to be the only one that hits.
Right, and plus he was
yeah, all
stunned
those others will
before.
miss.
But you have Blessing of Fervor, so
Oh yeah.
which did you take? Did you take the extra attack or a +2?
Hold on, I took the extra attack.
Okay,
So have
so
another
you,
single attack
you
after
get
this.
one more attack.
At your maximum bonus.
Right. So go ahead and do your save, and then he'll do his next attack.
Okay, here's the save. 21. I think he makes it.
He made it.
does.
Hold on, but he had been stunned previously.
That's true. But he comes, so the stat stun goes for 1 round up into the beginning of your turn, and then he's unstunned.
All right, fine. Then
So he's unstunned, but you do get another attack, and he does take some damage, 8 points at least. And if you hit on this attack, it might be more.
okay, and do I do this again?
Yeah, just roll that macro again. We'll take just the first one.
Yeah.
23 is a hit, another 9 points of damage, so that's 17 on the round. That's gonna hurt me.
Okay, but he's not stunned.
He's not stunned, but he's got to make a concentration check to do any spells,
Okay.
which is going to suck.
I'm gonna keep whacking him.
All right.
So you get one more full attack, or that was yours. Never mind.
Against. All right. Okay, what was that now?
I was just behind a little bit. I was looking at something else and didn't realize he'd already done the.
Yeah, he'd already done his other attack.
I think I'm done.
Okay, Arendar. That surprise round hurt me because they're at the bottom. They're towards the bottom of the initiative pile. So some of you guys are getting 2 turns before they get a chance to move once.
Oh, I see.
I'm
Which
gonna
stinks.
I'm gonna yell out in twin speak. Full attack and stop that non-lethal bullshit. You didn't understand that, Eric. That's
Okay.
why I did it in a language you don't understand.
I got the tone. The tone.
He got the tone.
Oh, you
The tone
okay?
speaks volume.
He got the tone.
Tone speaks volume. You know,
Um,
everything.
He's very wise. That one.
okay. So this round's Blessing Fervor taking the extra attack,
Okay.
and I am gonna lay into her.
So murder. It's to
But
be murder.
she's already got 2 attacks worth of non-lethal, so unless I end with a crit, I shouldn't be able to
Okay.
drop. So I'm gonna do the normal one.
Oh. All right, 33. That is a crit, and 20 to
20
confirm.
confirm.
AC is 20, so that is a confirmed crit.
So the first attack does 33 points of damage on her.
33 points of damage. Hold on. Are you taking the damage, or do you want to go to the chart?
Damage. I'm always doing the damage.
All right.
Yeah, he's got a ×3 weapon.
And the 16 is going to miss. So 33 is not going to. Well, no. Oops. Wait a second. Ooh, 33 is not going to put her out.
That's all right. I've still got the extra attack coming.
Oh, good. Yeah, that might finish her off.
So it's just gonna be the first attack on this next one.
Gotcha.
Crit.
18 is a miss. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. 18 is a miss.
The mage? Wow.
Yeah.
He's got a good AC.
She does indeed.
And I'm moving to right there, so.
Okay. So she took 33.
Thank you for clearing a murder lane.
All right, so that's Arendar. Titus, you're up. Now, you know that Vandrum is suffering from a hypnotic pattern because you can see out of the corner of your eyes, you can glance at it, the magic that's taking place. You also know that that's a concentration spell that goes concentration +2. So it's likely to last, depending on who cast it. Well, it's probable, considering all the people getting bonked around in the other room, that whoever casts that spell, they are on the +2 of that concentration effort.
So
Get rid of the spell, Andrew.
I don't know that I can get rid of the spell,
Yeah,
but
dispel
I
magic.
do know that I can magic missile that feeble person in the corner.
Oh, I like that better. Killer.
I don't know what I can do for Vondrum other than go,
Andrew's
hey,
like,
hey,
it's
buddy.
cool, man. It's
Well, if-
cool.
Well,
If you magic missile her to death or unconsciousness, the spell automatically goes away.
so you
People who are
can.
dead or unconscious can't concentrate.
All right, hold on. Fascinating. I gotta look at
If it was her.
So
Well,
a
Vondrum's in
fascinated
there.
creature's ally may shake it free of the spell as a standard action. So if you move, so you're standing right next to Vondrum. So as a standard action, you can shake her out of her malaise and say, "Hey, quit looking at that."
Vondrum's a man.
But I'm sorry, yeah, Vondrum's a man. But
You did that,
A
you wouldn't
male
have magic
dwarf.
missile.
but
What,
then you won't be
Vondrum,
able
what
to
are
magic missile.
you? I want to get your
Yeah,
Vondrum's,
man.
pronouns
I'm a
correct.
dude.
Dwarf's a dwelf.
Yeah,
A
I'm a
dwelf.
dude.
Okay. All right. Vondi the dwelf. So
I would just do the magic missile. That gets us one of our people, and then we can just murder the other guy.
I love Arendar. I don't know. We just seem to agree more than we disagree.
Drop people so we can murder other people.
Yeah. So I break for the doorway,
Okay.
and it's that exertion of energy that causes flatulence that may or may not shake Vondrum out of the doldrums.
That's a hostile action.
Wow.
No matter how you look,
Well, it's not even an action. It just
especially in someone's
happens.
face, that's definitely a hostile action.
Okay, fine. I consider it friendly and accidental. Anyway, I'm gonna magic missile.
And actually, you can split your missiles, so you can hit her with a couple, hit him with a couple. She's got almost nothing.
All right. Well, I will shoot one at Vondi, and the rest go to
What?
the witch in the corner.
What are you hitting Vondi for?
He's gonna zap me with a magic missile.
One,
And
just
then, like,
one.
Cool hippie bliss into like, damn, ow, ow, what the
Son of a.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tickle missile. It's not even like damage causing.
give me
It's
the
just
one
like,
that does 1 point of
That needs to
damage.
get written down. It's a tickle
Magic
missile.
missile. Magic missile of tick.
like I would do damage against Vondi. We're pals.
Bounty can take a little
Okay,
damage.
We
So-
trade recipes.
So I guess go ahead and roll your damage and then just say which missile is the one that goes after Vondi.
Okay. So how would I roll that?
It's going to be 4d4 plus 4,
Okay.
but then just say which missile before you roll, say which missile's going to Vondi so we know how much
Oh
damage.
no, the one that scores the least.
No, you got to pick 1, 2,
You
3,
gotta
or
pick
4.
1 through 4.
I'd say just say 1. Make it easy. First missile.
Okay, so I say the one that scores the least.
Or the first missile.
Okay, fine. Vondi, you pick.
First missile's fine.
Okay.
First missile. Okay.
Roll it up.
4d4 plus 4, right?
Yep.
First missile goes to my buddy Vondi.
And it's max. So
there you go.
So 5 points to Vondi.
Bonnie takes 5, and then
And
she
then
takes
10.
11.
Yep.
Okay. So she lets out a yelp and drops to the ground. She's unconscious but bleeding profusely.
Right.
Merry Christmas, Arendar.
You guys are awesome.
All right. Titus, and you moved into the room, Titus?
I did, yes.
All right. Well, that whole magic missile thing against your friend, that is a violent act, and therefore, hold on.
I'm awake.
and therefore you are not invisible anymore.
Oh.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, Wraith, what about you?
Does that spell go away?
It does. Yeah, it was hers.
Okay. So then from where I am, I have direct line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do a full attack, rapid shot on the guy in black.
Okay. Those arrows non-lethal?
No.
No.
Okay. All right.
21 to hit. Or yeah, 21 to hit. Wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, he's within 30 feet. 22 to hit,
All right. 22 is
Or-
a hit.
20 points of damage.
Oof. Okay.
26 to hit for 12 points of damage.
Okay, that is a hit.
And 32 to hit.
Is that a crit threat? 19. It's a natty 19. Do you crit?
No, bows
Okay.
only crit on a 20 until I get the feat,
Gotcha. Okay. What? How much damage?
which will make you cry. And 9
Oh.
points of damage.
9 points of damage. All right. He staggers backward up against the wall with 3 arrows that sprout from his thing, from his chest, and you could see it like, he begins groaning,
Wait a minute.
in agony. What is
And
that? Oh, another 30?
the extra attack from Blessing of Fervor. So a 31 to hit for 13 points of damage.
Oh, no, he had 13 points
Yeah.
left.
So he's at 0?
So the fourth arrow, you see your Wraith is just like, that's the one. Boom! Takes him right in the throat. Goes past. He's got a little gorget there, but it just pierces right through. You could see the arrow come out the back a little bit, and his mask sort of jiggles right, and then suddenly blood begins pouring out from underneath the mask as he staggers backwards over this desk and falls over right there in front of Ono.
Actually, no, he's not dead because he had non-lethal damage from Ono.
So
he's got non-lethal damage.
Yeah. Well, yes, he did. Shit. I want him to be
Nice.
dead
Okay,
though.
I get both my guys.
All
So
right, hold
was
on.
it more non-lethal damage than I did?
Yeah, 'cause
Yes,
you
it
just
is.
Take him to 0.
Yeah, you just took him to 0.
Okay.
All right, so he
I can roll
is
heal checks on both of them, right? To
sprawled across the table.
Yeah, we're gonna tie these guys up and let Poe at least stop their bleeding.
And we fall out of initiative at that point.
Oh my gosh, this is like the best outcome ever. Arendar's in a good mood. You've never seen Arandar in such a good mood not killing someone.
I'm going to move up behind my brother and smack him in the back of the fucking head.
All right, that's a non-lethal attack.
No.
Those are 2 heal checks less for stabilizing.
All right. You can stabilize them. Both of those checks will work, and you can stabilize both of them. They're both still unconscious,
Okay,
but
so-
they will live.
Hey Les, we're tying them up, gagging them, and blindfolding them.
Okay.
They're
That
mages.
was my
Are you sure?
weekend.
Are you sure we shouldn't cut off their fingers?
I'm considering it.
All right. What was that, Andrew? You said?
I said, and that was my weekend.
Or maybe their tongues?
No, I want them to
Ah.
talk. I very
Nah.
much want them to talk. But not to us.
All right. So we fall out of initiative. You don't think that there are any other people in here, or at least any Sargavans. You've got one guy in a similar condition. He's upstairs tied up. He was wearing Chalaxian colors. So it wasn't Sargavan regular army. These guys are the guys that you killed were all wearing Sargavan sort of uniforms.
Mhm.
These two in here, one, the Hobbit lady, the female Hobbit, she's not wearing any kind of uniform at all. It's some sort of like, reddish cloak looking thing, right? And that kind of stuff. The guy is he's wearing sort of a boiled leather cuirass, but over it is black cloak, that big black hat, and then he's got this face over his over his face,
I'm
a
gonna
mask
loot-
over his face.
I'm going to loot her.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're gonna loot both of them.
All right. First things first. Her loot is.
Who's writing this down?
I'm trying to think, am I doing this campaign or is this you?
Yeah, no,
Close
I
out
think
his computer. Gordon, have you been doing the treasure?
I thought it was Mike because
Gordon's
Mike's
coming. I think Gordon's coming. He does it.
okay.
Yep.
Gordon's got it.
I've got a list here.
So I'm gonna
Thank
loot
you.
both of them, but I'm gonna loot her first.
Okay. 1 second.
I remember I was doing it because I was one that sold everything last time off my sheet and got us all the money.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think Mike's doing this one.
Yeah, I'm doing this one, so I'm ready.
All right, 1 second.
So how many +5 Holy Avengers does she have?
4 plus 5 Holy Avengers.
There you go.
All right. So, all right, first things first. She has 12 silver pieces. And by silver pieces, so 8 of them are Sargavan mint. 4 of them, I mean, you really couldn't even call them coins. They're sort of like silver nuggets, roughly stamped into a circular shape. There's no real artistry to them or anything like that. So she's got 12 silver pieces, but it's 8 of it is in Sargavan mint. The other 4 are like some sort of like other. They're smashed flat. And then it's sort of like clipped into circles, and there's like these little runes and shit incised on them. But so technically, I
Oh.
think they're coins, but they're not
Some
minted.
half orc place or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. She's not a half orc. She's definitely a hobbit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Second,
the demon worshipping hobbits. They
Yeah.
probably don't put a lot of artistry in their coins.
No.
could be. So she has a long dagger made out of wood. That is very I mean exquisitely done, effectively masterwork, but it's made out of wood, and it's probably about 16 18 inches long, the blade on it.
Okay.
She has a pair of bracers on which radiate magic. She has 2 wands, and a potion, and a small book.
Okay. And what's
All
he
right.
have?
So he has hold on a second, let me check this. I gotta check something real quick. He has 1 sec. So he has a little bag with a 50 gold pieces in it, all Sargavan, all new mint. And then so that's all in a separate bag. So it's 50 gold pieces even of Sargavan coins. Then he has a separate bag that has 32 gold pieces, 11 silver, and 14 copper pieces.
Wow.
Okay.
So you're not sure why he's got them separated this way, but he does.
Okay.
He has a ring, a potion, and and this mask and hat. And the hat radiates magic, but the mask does not.
Excuse me.
And the ring's magical,
The ring is magical, yeah.
but no weapon or armor that's magical.
No, his armor is regular. He doesn't have a weapon on him.
Do you want to do spellcraft checks and just figure it out now?
Yeah.
Okay. The ring is poison resistance.
Wow.
The potion is of fire breath.
Is that his?
Yeah, this is his.
Gandhi
I'm doing his first, then we'll do hers.
excited.
Okay. Yep. And then the hat.
Potion of fire breath, and the hat is a hat of vermin. It has 3 charges. While you have the hat on, you can use an action to expend one of the charges and speak a command word that summons your choice of a bat, a frog, or a rat. The summoned creature magically appears in the hat and tries to get away from you as quickly as possible. The creature is not friendly or hostile, and it isn't under your control. It behaves like an ordinary creature of that type and disappears after 1 hour or when it drops to 0 hit points. The hat gains the 3 charges back every morning. So it has 3 charges per day.
And it just makes.
It summons a bat, a frog, or a rat
But
into
that
the
you
hat,
have no
into the
control
hat,
over.
into the crown of the hat.
Yeah, that you have no control over. And
Right.
it just
You don't have
tries
to be
get away
wearing it.
from you.
Yeah, and it tries to get away from you.
Like the perfect gift for a 15-year-old.
Or like an orc.
All
Is
right.
this guy human?
Yeah, you pull his mask off.
Yeah.
He's a human. definitely Sargavan Chilaxian features, dark hair,
Right.
dark skin, dark eyes. He's definitely of Chilaxian blood. But other than that, he looks like a regular dude. He does have a small tattoo on the side of his chin. But you think that you've seen those kind of tattoos on other Scourge. You think that he might be an Inquisitor with the Scourge.
All right. Okay, what about her potion?
All right, so her potion is a potion of Cure Moderate. The
Okay.
dagger, the wooden dagger, is non-magical but considered masterwork.
Yep.
But your guess is that it would be a very effective weapon potentially against vampires.
Yep. Would be. Very.
The two wands are a wand of grease with 10 charges and a wand of mirror image with 12 charges.
Grease, and then you said 10, and then
Mirror image with 12.
which was 12. Okay.
The bracers are bracers of armor +2. She did have a suspiciously high AC for a caster.
Yes.
And the book is non-magical, but when you open it up, it seems to be filled. The pages, the leaves of the pages, if you open them up, it cracks. It's like, and you crack it open. Inside between each set of pages are what look to be a pair of small wings that look like they may have been plucked off of creatures. Poe, with your connection to the Fey world, you recognize those as pixie wings. Different kinds, but pixie wings. There are probably 20 pairs of wings sort of smooshed into this book.
Do I recognize those as probably not 12?
Well, I mean, it might. I mean, it's certainly an unfriendly act to pluck the wings off a pixie. Either those pixies are dead or significantly crippled. If their wings are plucked off, your guess is, with your connection to the Fae, your guess is that the only way that somebody would have been able to remove these wings from a pixie would be to kill the pixie first.
And what's the benefit? What do they use the wings for?
I don't know. There's no the book doesn't radiate magic, nor do the wings.
Maybe there's trophies.
These hobbits be crazy.
Yeah.
They could be trophies. They could be material components for some sort of spell that the Hobbit was developing or knew. I don't know. You look at this book, it looks like a collection more than a set of spell casting components.
Okay.
Because there are different kinds, right? So pixies have all kinds of different kinds of wings. Some of them have like grasshopper wings. Some of them have like butterfly wings. Some of them have like hummingbird wings. So there's all different kinds of wings in here. But they're definitely, Poe, to your eyes, they're definitely wings. They're from pixies. Lorelei a pixie?
She's a sprite, which
She's a
is
sprite.
related, a little bit bigger. Does she have any idea why somebody would do this? She heard any rumors about?
No, but she is. She has not heard of anybody doing this. Although she will tell you that anybody who would do something like this would be pixies are good fae. So they're not evil. So anybody who would do this to them, I mean, she seems, Lorelei seems very affronted and disturbed by this. And she's like, anybody who would do this would be totally evil.
Okay, so I will tell Lorelei, this little twerp right here is one that did it. So if you want to just pull her hairs out one at a time the entire way back, I'm good with that. Or I'll give him a small pair of pliers that said if you want to do any dental work on her, I'm okay with that too.
You're gonna go full marathon. You're gonna let Lorelei go full marathon man on this. Lorelei will probably not do that. Lorelei is a gentle creature, not violent. I don't think Poe, has Lorelei ever attacked anyone on your behalf? I don't think so.
She uses her amusing companion thing, and she
dazzles
she doesn't
people.
really she doesn't really attack. She's more
and she's very much good aligned, right?
No, she's neutral.
Neutral.
Like me.
I don't know that she doesn't. Lorelei doesn't strike me as being the violent
she
type.
Thinks about the dental tools and as I offer them to her, but then doesn't.
She considers it, and then ultimately is like, no, okay.
I really can't.
All right. So at this point, so I'm assuming you guys go upstairs or take these guys upstairs. I don't know. So you got these guys tied up.
So
They're semi-conscious. I mean, you sort of slap them around and they do come out of conscious. I'm assuming
We
you
gotta get
gagged
the
them all too.
Les, we
yes,
got this other guy too that I think
Mhm.
Arendar.
yeah. I tell him, come on, you're carrying one of these guys. And once we get to where we're going, then
Well, you guys, so here's the thing. You guys are pretty, I mean, you guys are in a, what you, so remember that you guys have been essentially using wands of cure light wounds
right,
to keep your horses on your feet. You've traveled 3 times a normal distance in one day. So by rights, and those wands still have they still have things on them,
right.
but you don't have 3 more horses.
No, but
And you didn't see any horses here.
we'll figure something out.
I mean, theoretically, you could. Do you know how many charges you have on those wands still?
No, because we kept them out of place, so we wouldn't use them in combat. So we didn't keep track of how many we used, and we assumed that they were
There was
just
enough to get here
they were just
and
a
get
tool
back.
to get us there and back, and so they were just off the table.
So here's the problem with the additional load. Theoretically, you could just have put, you could ride tandem on on these things and just have somebody, 3 of you could have these guys riding on the backs of your saddles, that kind of thing. That would
Right.
work. The problem is it will wear out these guys. I mean, if it was just the Hobbit Witch, no problem. But you've got 2 full-grown men that you have to carry with you. So
See,
realistically, it's going to take you longer than a day to get back, and you will run out of those charges for the horses, which
so
is going to
what
slow
I
you
say
down.
we do, we take all 4 of them to the next
3.
tower.
Don't we have a handy haversack or something that can fit him in? Not didn't we pick up a,
Well, that'll kill them.
I thought Les decided there was enough air and a space to keep somebody alive for a little bit of time.
For a little bit, yeah. Not forever, though.
How
Talking
long?
a handy haversack they wouldn't fit into, I don't think, but a bag of
No,
holding.
no. Yeah, don't we have a portable hole? What did we get, Mike? I don't remember. We got something like that.
I don't know who's carrying it.
Wraith is, I believe.
Yeah, because I had the
Oh, yeah, you get the strength to be able to do it.
I had the strength and the weight allowance because I don't carry much otherwise.
It's a backpack, right?
No, it's where did I put it?
Is it a portable hole?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's the portable hole is 6 feet around and 10 feet deep. Hold on.
Yeah, it's some kind of calculation you did sometime, Les, and it was
Yeah,
longer
I
than
remember doing it, but I don't
thought.
have it in front of me.
Yeah, how much air was trapped in it, and so
Yeah, it was for A team. It was for the
and
dretch.
no, I'm sorry, it's not a portable hole, it's a bag of holding.
Does it say what type it is?
Yeah, the 25-pound one.
Okay.
So it's a type 4, I think.
All right, bag of holding. Here we go. All right, so bag of holding, type 4. It's a 25
No,
pound. Technically that's a
it's
type
it's
2.
a type 2.
So
Mhm.
70 cubic feet of air. So it'll hold 70 cubic feet. So theoretically, yeah, you could squeeze 3 bodies in there. But hold on, I've got to hold on.
Actually, if we could fit the 3 people in there and just leave the bag open because we just want them to fit in there. Doesn't matter if their air circulates in and out of there. We just want them to now take up only 25 pounds as opposed to 500 pounds.
And why do we need 3 people?
So I really just want the 2 casters to go back with us, but I'd like to keep the guy that I made,
The one that surrendered?
the one that surrendered, and the rider. I thought we take them back since there's a tower that's close by. Give them to them and say, hang on to these guys until someone comes for them. Because they will I want as much evidence as possible that
Oh, you've got
guys are
you've
here.
got a 4th guy too. That guy surrendered. I forgot about him.
Right.
Yeah.
But so if we can just take these guys to the next one, that's only from the last one to the second last one that's going to be a little slower. We drop off those 2, the rider and the guy that's still conscious and walking. And then we just have the other 2 the 2 casters to take back with us. She takes no weight, no room up. And he he would easily fit in this bag of holding, and like I said, just leave it open. And but I want them alive when we get back because I want.
If you leave it open, he can get out.
But no, he's still going to be tied up. So he's going to be bound, hands tied, gagged, and blindfolded. Because he's a caster, so I don't want him to be able to see anything, to be able to cast a spell. I don't want to be able to talk, to do any verbal components or verbal parts of a spell.
No hand gestures in the bag.
And yeah, being tied up in the bag, there's no hand gestures either. That's 70 cubic feet for one body then. That's an easy button.
Well, if it's open, 70 cubic
Yeah.
feet. So, all right. So it's still chewing on it, but so it would take for 3 people, it would take about 83 minutes to use up 70 cubic feet of air. So a little over an hour. That's not going to help you. But for one person, I guess we could probably quadruple that. So quadruple times 83 would be 240, which is 3 hours. If you leave it open,
yeah.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any reason why you couldn't leave it
Or we
open.
just stop every 2 hours for like a minute, open the bag, let air fresh out of it, and then close it back, and then continue on.
Yep.
So we're gonna.
So how are you going to hold the bag open though? Just as you ride, just hold it open? What else is in the bag?
Just put the 2 strings like around like a backpack, so it's just open, hanging off your back.
Okay. Could do that. Yep. All right. So what are you going to do with the other people?
So the rider and the guy that surrendered, we're dropping them off the next tower, telling them what happened to the last tower.
Okay.
And that the people back home might need these guys for evidence or for questioning. So hold these guys in a brig somewhere until either you can get them back home or someone comes and gets them.
All right. So just hold on to them, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. All right. All right. And
And
then
we're only taking the 2 casters with us. And like I said, she's nothing. And if we put
you could just throw her over a pommel. The saddle horn.
Yeah. Aaron Dar would volunteer.
All right. I think that could work.
And then we get back the same speed. We've got more than enough evidence, and
all right.
if we can get so we're doing this. So we know when we left, didn't they say that King's army's coming to attack?
Yeah, Stepping Guard. So Gallo basically is pretty sure. Well, he's basically got messages from from Bresk that basically say that the king is massing his armies and he's coming to take out Gallo. So Duke Gallo's plan is basically he wanted to check and see if basically if he's gonna stand before Steppengard's army, he needs help. They can hold their own, and they've held their own here for a long time. He has a pretty substantive army, but it's, you've got the king. The king has resources that are, not just of Brest, right? Especially Lord Is. So Lord is that rough, rocky region from which most of Steppengard's army comes to. Right. So, let's see, where are we here? Let's see. Yeah. So here, let me. Okay, so 1 second. I'm just gonna put everything on this one. Okay. All right, so you guys are like, here. Okay, you're at the very southern end of the Elite Gap. You haven't emerged from the gap, but you're back. So Duke Gallo has those things are all down this way, right? So you guys, that's where you guys are. All of Steppengard's guys well, not all of them, but so come from most of Stepan Guard's army comes from Lord Izz's. Lord Izz oversees this. His loyalty is unquestioned, and this is a very hard scrabble place for dwarves. So the dwarves that come out of here are pretty tough, and a lot of times they go into the king's service to escape the shittier conditions in Lord Izz's Lord Izz's place. So from what Gallo told you before is like, look, if he's going to stand before Steppengard's army, which is on the way supposedly, he has to get a couple of people on his side. One, Lady Timor, and two, who was it? It was Magadon, I think. Hold on a second.
Ashkaban, maybe?
I don't think it's Dashkaban. I think it's Baron Magadon. Hold on a second. Let me look. Let me look. It is. Yeah, Dashkaban. It is Dashkaban. Okay, so yeah, it's Dashkaban. Where's his spot? Where's he at? Dashkaban is up in the very north. So he has to. So they're the Lady Timor and Dashkaban are very much historically anti-Sargavan. They are friends of Sequin and friends of Gallo. And generally speaking, Gallo feels that he can count on them, but if he's gonna basically put together a coalition to fight the king, he needs their help, but he has to have proof, right? And so the idea of you guys going to these outposts to get that proof is going to be tough. The real problem is getting you had to go through Magadon. So Magadon's Baron Magadon is really a place where you is one of the guys that is going to need convincing, right? So Baron Magadon is the next in line. He's the richest lord. He's not a fan of Sequin, but he would probably need some convincing to join them. And frankly, the vibe that you get is that Gallo doesn't think so. The problem is Dashkaban's territory is far to the northeast. So if Steppengard is already on the move, getting Dashkaban to do this is going to be a lot tougher.
Yeah, he won't be able to help.
He might not be able to help, not in time anyway.
So is there something, do we know for certain where the king's army is?
We don't know. You don't know for certain, right? You're assuming it's somewhere in this. Armies move slowly, right? So I
Right.
think if after you guys left, it was something like the King's army. They said was probably about 2 weeks away. Um,
Do we know like a likely path they would take?
Steppengard is marching 10. He's got a couple of thousand men. I'm looking to see how long it'll take. I think they think it's like a couple of weeks or like 10 days, something like that, before he can get here. Yeah, I mean, there's some obvious passes. I mean, see these yellow lines here?
Right.
That's the primary pass, and frankly, it's the most likely one that the king is going to take.
So is there something that like a force like us could go in and like mess up
Stop an army?
or well, no, we can't take on an army, but like mess up bridges, cave in if there's any,
Destroy their food supply.
caverns that we can get up and like knock, bury
It's
everything in snow or
it's possible there might be some guerrilla raids like that, but the likelihood, I mean, basically the vibe that you got from Gallo was that he wanted you guys one to see if you could find proof that
things we got it.
the Sargavans were infiltrating the Elite Gap, and I think that you've got that. He assumed that proof was going to be enough to get Lady Timor and Dashkaban and Duke Dashkaban to essentially join Gallo in this anti-Steppengard force. Now, obviously, Dashkaban is he's on the wrong side of the Bandu Hills. He's not going to be able to provide material support, but Lady Timor certainly could.
I think she'd be on our side anyway, since the people who are wanting to win hate all casters, and she's a caster. And isn't
Well,
her area, like large, like have a lot of casters?
yeah, so yeah, she is Lady Timor is well, let's just go to this here. So Lady Timor is where is she here?
She's also hot, so Arendar would like.
Is that her? Yeah, that's Lady Timor. So she is loyal to Steppengard, but she's also a friend to Sequin. This is the woman who was friends with the Elvish princess and the paladin Lorbeck.
Right.
So they were like a crew, and so she was at first anti-Sequin because of what happened to her friends, but now she's always been a thing, and you basically sent word to the
Yeah.
elves
I've talked to the
like
elves,
convince
and
her.
the elves were supposed to send word to her that, hey, we've talked and this is what's going on.
Right. So but she's loyal to Steppengard, but she's also a good friend of Duke Gallows, and to a lesser extent, a friend to. She's always historically been a friend to Sequin until recent unpleasantnesses. Now
Oh,
that
yeah.
she may be more amenable after talking with her friend, the Elvish princess, about you guys. So that might help. So it's probable that with definitive proof of Sargavan infiltration of the Elite Pass, that you'll be able to convince Lady Timor to provide military and potentially other support to Gallo. Plus, she's closest. Dashgaban, you're not sure.
Yeah.
And
That's what I
frankly, you're
was.
not sure certainly military support is not going to happen. But Dashgaban is in a good position if it goes well for Gallo, Dashgaban is in a good position to seize Bresk.
Uh-huh.
And it's doubtful that Steppengard believes that Dashgaban would ever do that. Dashgaban, so here's the thing about Dashgaban is he's he's always thought that King Steppengard was weak. And so although he has no interest of being the king. Although in past decades, there have been instances where in times of trouble, would you be willing, there have been parvenus who've tried to, convince him you should be king. He's kind of a tough dude, right? Because he comes from that same tough region of the Bandu Hills, right? Like just the same as Lord is. So he's got a pretty good army, and his people are pretty hardy. But the thing is, he can't get to Gallows in time to join in against Steppengard. What he can do is if the battle goes bad for Steppengard, he can step in and seize Bresk, and that way take the city largely bloodlessly, and that way he can either he can ensure that Steppengard has no way to call on additional resources, and he'll basically hold the seat of power, which
Yeah,
is the city of Bresk.
I don't want to bore everybody else with more of this rehashing, but so yeah, I say as long as no one has any disagreements, like I say, I say we drop the two guys off at the next tower, and then we hightail it back with these two casters and see what we can do with that.
Agreed.
All right. So is that what you guys do? You basically do that?
Yep.
All right. Things go. The math is pretty mathing. You're running out of those charges. So you're a little
Right.
nervous at first, but you do. Hold on a second. My thing just restarted here.
And we make sure to stress to the tower that we're dropping these guys off of what happened to the previous ones, so they need to be on high alert.
Okay.
Because they're now the last, the last tower, because the last one is now empty.
Right. All right, so you guys hustle back, and you get back to Gallofend at the end of the next day. So you leave right then, and it's difficult travel. The horses are tired. You've got more baggage. You get to the next tower after about 4 hours. You drop these guys off, and they they say, "Oh yeah, we'll keep an eye on them for you." You could even before you leave, you could see a few a few slaps to the chops that these guys get. Sargavans, huh? That kind of stuff. And you're so you're taking the two casters, the guy from the Scourge and the witch back with you? Okay.
Yep.
And you're leaving the Chalaxian Wyvern Rider and the other soldier that you
and
got.
the soldier.
And
we let them know who they are and that these guys might be valuable to be questioned. So I'm not just saying keep these guys alive, wink, wink, and you can do whatever. I really want you guys to.
I would
I
really
want to
prefer
be.
that you not slay these
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
no, they
want any
get it.
accidents.
So the captain of the guard there is basically like, oh, absolutely, they'll be fine. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to be comfortable the
Right.
entire time that they're here,
And that's
he
that.
goes on my honor, on my word, and in the name of the Duke, I promise you that they will be alive when you come to retrieve them.
When someone does. So yeah, okay.
Got it. And so you guys haul, and it takes almost a full 24 hours later of hard riding. You guys are exhausted when you get back. The horses are on their last legs. But you do, I mean, at like, approaching midnight the next day, you guys hove into view of Gallofend again. When you get there, you're immediately ushered through the gates, although you see that there is a what's the word I'm looking for? Much more obvious military presence. But you guys are waved immediately through the pickets, right? As you ride very hard to get there. You get into the castle of Gallofend, and you arrive and you go in through the gates and into the dwarvish castle city, and there are people there who immediately are like, "You guys come with us," and that kind of stuff. You are brought immediately to the Duke's chambers. Now, the Duke has been working pretty much nonstop. You are taken into a large conference room where there are a number where the Duke is there, a number of functionaries. You can see they're all standing around a big conference table that has like a relief map of the region, of the Bandu Hills, and they're all like doing that. There's marks on the map and that kind of stuff. They're talking. It's obviously they're engaged in some sort of military discussion.
So we're walking in, by the way. Wraith's got the bag with the guy in it.
Okay.
And
And
I'm
what do you do?
carrying her like a travel-on bag with the ropes that's tied around her. I'm holding on to the ropes, just carrying her like a carry-on bag.
The Duke turns to look at you and says, "Ah, you've returned, and I see that you've brought me what I suspect is the proof that I was looking for. Is this the case?"
Yes. Say Merry Christmas.
You
Put
can
her down. I'll put her down on the table, all wiggling or whatever she's doing, and say, "This was the wizard who had taken over your last hour." And then I'd point back to my brother and say, "He's got the
I've got a bag of Sargavans here. Do you want that?
like
All right. So
he's got the Scourge member."
as you walk in, you can hear them talking. And one of the Duke's advisors, you've seen him around and that kind of stuff, is a human, not a dwarf. But you hear him talking to the Duke about something about a place called Pitchwoodburg, which is a small town in hold on a second. It is in whoops. It is in Baron Magadon's territory. It's a place called Pitchwoodburg, and he says, if we, it's obvious that they're talking about slowing down Steppengard's army. And he says, you hear this guy talking about it, and even after the Duke turns away, he's still sort of talking about to the other guys. He says, "Look, if we took this year's pitch and put it over the river, we could melt the river. That would slow them down, that kind of thing. However, it would destroy that community's economics for the year, that kind of thing. It'd be financially devastating." And that's when you guys sort of walk in. You hear them talking about this potential thing. So he looks at it, he sees your evidence, and
are a lot more exciting than whatever economic stuff they're discussing.
Yeah, everybody kind of turns, and once they notice that Duke Gallo is looking at you guys, they all sort of turn and they're like, "Oh, what is this?" And so the Duke basically says, "What? So, explain to me then. What did you find? What is this that you brought me?"
Like I said, he does set her down on the table just like a bag.
Okay.
Lay her down there. Says he's got the Scourge member, and this is the mage that was leading the army that had ransacked your last tower. We didn't see any of your original people who were there. They were all dead or carted away.
Okay.
But these are the guys that were left, hoping these guys know what their orders were, what they were doing, so you can get some information out of them and it can help. And plus, nice proof that you need that, hey, they'd already attacked someone in the LED pass. They'd already taken, like I said, they'd already taken your last tower, so.
Mm-hmm.
So my suspicions were correct then. I
Yes.
appreciate your work. I want you to so you've done yeoman's work here, and you've done me a great service, and for that I thank you. But it's obvious that you guys haven't slept in a couple of days, so you need to get some rest and get some food. I want you to do that. And he calls over to a couple of soldiers. He's like, "You there, get some men and take these to the dungeons. We will interrogate them later." And he looks over and he's like, "Would you like to be party to that interrogation?"
Yes.
Indeed, and you're certainly owed that. I'll ensure that we will put them to cool in our dungeons and let them think about what they've done and what their punishments should be. And he says it loud enough for all of them to hear that. He says, and a half dozen soldiers come in, dwarves and men, and grab that stuff. Do you just dump the guy out of the bag, folding onto the floor, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull him out of the bag of the holding and dump him on the floor.
All right.
But
Yeah,
I'm gonna let them know these are both spellcasters. So if you don't have the proper dungeons to contain them, then you need to watch them constantly.
we
and
do.
hit-
We will
and
take
hit
the
them.
appropriate measures.
If they start to speak, whack them.
We will take the appropriate measures. And he points to somebody at the far end of the conference table, somebody you haven't seen before, but who's obviously dressed in robes and has a staff. And he's like, "I want you to ensure that nothing untoward happens with these Sargavans." And you hear the hobbit is like squeaking, and you can hear sort of through the gaff. She's like, "I'm not a Sargavan." So she's like getting all squawky about it. But he goes with the soldiers, and they take the prisoners away. The Duke reiterates, "Thank you again. You've got me. I think now that we have the proof we need, I think bringing Lady Timor and Duke Dashgaban into our fold, I think I think we can do that. I think that they will commit now, knowing the danger exists with this proof. So, but for now, I want you guys to get some food, get some sleep. We will see to the horses outside, and we will talk in the morning once you've had some time to rest.
Sounds
And
good.
with that, he sort of sends you escorted into the city basically to the same quarters that you guys stayed at before.
Now it's like Chuck always says, go to bed, kids.
Go to bed, kids. But yeah, no, you've been basically up for 48 hours and fighting in the middle of it, so it's pretty tough. You guys are pretty tired.
Yeah, we're not gonna probably argue much.
Yeah.
All right. So it's 11. We can stop there and restart next time with what happens next.
Thank you.
Sound like a plan?
Good plan.
Thought less.
Excellent. All right, cool. Have a great week. While I got you here, just to say, no A team next week. I'm sorry to announce. So I think I mentioned it in the email, but I'm going to be in Kentucky, so I won't be getting back until very late. So there won't be any game next week.
Can you address a rumor that's floating around
I could try. What's the rumor?
that A team sucks anyway?
Well, I can't address that rumor, though there are several A team players here.
I can veto that rumor. It's not true.
I'll second the veto.
A team is cool.
Yeah.
A team's awesome.
You guys are all just
Someone heard
wannabes.
this hell.
You're 18 wannabes.
A team
Yeah.
wanted-
Pretty
All right.
much.
Good night, you guys.
All right.
Good
Thanks
night.
again,
Bye,
guys. This is
Jen.
awesome.
Good night, everyone.
Have a great week, and we'll talk soon.
So Mike,
See you guys in 2 weeks for my campaign.
yeah, Mike, are you gonna do the loot divvy for B team over email?
The loot? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah,
Good night,
about
everyone.
half these things, they probably can go out pretty quick to someone.
What's that?
About half these things can go out to someone pretty quick.
Yeah.
You've been gone for like 2 days, right? 3 days?
Like 2.5 days. Yeah.
Okay, because we had some magic items being created, so if it's
Okay.
3 days, that's a good chance. Well, we probably had that much work done. We might have some stuff done.
Okay. Remind me again what those things were, and we'll take a look at them.
I'll have to look. I just remember there was we spent the money and there was a couple things that a couple of us had that by the time we left weren't quite done.
No.
Okay.
And so I don't remember what those were, but it's been a couple days. They probably are closing in on done or done already.
Sounds good.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
All right. You too. Have a great week.
Yep.
See ya.
See ya. Actually, let's hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Are you still recording?
Yes. You want me to turn that off?
Yeah, because I'm
Okay,
talking
one sec.
about everybody.